Throughout history, humans have pushed across their planets, then more planets, and more frontiers. What comes to mind each time you consider forging into a new frontier? There are many answers to this, of the harshness of the environment to the new issues of isolation. But most common, remembered, and told are the tales of beasts. Creatures of unprecedented size, ferocity, and traits. There's always a tale in a war of man versus beast. And we always like to picture the image of when man triumphs beast. But not always does man triumph beast. Sometimes man meets beasts and walks away changed. Sometimes man walks away more beast than they were before. But this is neither here nor there. We are not man or beast. Instead, today we are zooming in. We go down on a planet. At the outside of it, you're going down, you're looking in. It looks like a very lush tropical planet. You're zooming in. We are zooming in on Eden 6. Zooming on down, you go down farther, you start to see the lush greens of towering jungle trees and flora, and the screeches of all the different fauna, from like large reptilian bellows to monkeys, monkey-like howling. If we zoom even farther down, you start to see the messes separate into cracks between them, with swamps layering the ground. And on top of one of these messes, walled and fenced in, is a town managing somehow, surrounded by all this wilderness and savagery, to plenish. Zooming in even farther, we go into a dive bar here. Going in to a man on a stool getting his drink. Medina, would you describe what you look like?
All right. Oh, I gotta go back since he's not small yet.
Nope.
So 5'5", male, one blue eye, one brown. He has sort of a military fade. His hair's black, fairly tan. Somewhat up there in age. 32. Right, weighing in.
Fuck you, I'm almost 30.
Your turn comes up.
He's a little scruffed up. Seems like he knows his way around a bar fight.
All right. And sitting there drinking. I assume you're drinking. You're at a bar. What else would you be doing? Besides inhuming an inhumane amount of alcohol. You're a pretty robust man. Pretty hardy. You recently ran into this town, trying not to cause trouble, getting, a moment of peace from your normal chaotic lifestyle. You said you're that, and well, it seems like a night of all others. A night like all others. You have a town. It's very what we would recognize as Western themed, like a saloon setup. The doors flap at the front. A number of old church bell in the distance, because every small Western town has an old church bell. Why? I don't know, but we have them. What are you doing? What do you want to do?
First, I'm gonna finish my drink.
All right. As you wrap it up, jug or whichever, bartender sidles on up, and you see before you the most stereotypical bartender for this you can get. He's a bit of a heavier set man. He's got his nice but stained presentation going, to that one thick curled mustache and one solitary curl hair. Sidles on up. Can I get you another?
No, yes, please.
All right, starting back up. Same as same.
Before you go, sir, I got a question.
Oh,
I'm
what
new
do
in
you
town
need?
here. What
I
does
was
one do
wondering. I
to
hadn't seen you in here before.
a bit of a wander? What does one
Not a
do
lot
to
of
make
it.
some money around here?
Oh, around here you get a lot of people making money. You can probably get a bounty from something. Jacobs has always got somebody they need hunting. There's always a criminal. People like their uh, caution to the winds here. You always try to see if there's anybody missing or anything missing around here. Do you have anything particular skill set you're trying to draw?
Not much of a detective, sir. Not much of a killer. Just a fighter.
Well, we could always get you in a fighting roundup. We always have ones coming around. Nothing big here, but you could always try to drift along, as you put it. Found one of our bigger settlements on this here fine planet.
Can you point me in the right direction, sir?
Well, always could. How big you looking?
Just enough money to get me by to the next month or so.
Looking down most lights like tonight?
Say again?
Most lights like tonight?
Sounds good.
I think we could get you set up here in town, actually, then, with fighting. See, it happens most nights later tonight, actually. We have a bit of a fight bit going on. We have a pool that builds up a pot over the month. A little bit of each drink goes into it. And at the end of it, we always have a big old round of punch them, knock down brawls. Seeing who gets the lucky pot. Keeps things interesting out here. Gotta do something to keep us entertained.
I'm interested.
Always good to hear. Keep in mind, some of these people have been around the block a time or two. I kid you not. He points over at the guy he sees, a big burly guy. He looks like basically a standard like biker outfit. Oh well, Timmy over there, he likes to fight in these things. He broke a saurian's spine with his hands. So hope you're ready to fight if you want that money.
Gotta do what I can to make ends meet, sir. Hello?
Sorry, brief moment with that thing. We're good. I heard you. My thing wasn't speaking for a second there. So, you still interested?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I've been doing this for 15 years.
Sounds like we gotta have a brawl tonight. Well, keep in mind that every drink you knock back tonight puts a little bit more in the pot.
All right.
You got a name we can put in for you, so I know where to slot you at and what to call you for.
Joe's fine.
All right, Joe, we'll put you down in.
Much obliged.
No problem. We're always good to see fresh fights and new faces, new entertainment. Just if you happen to win, do remember who helped you find that job and perhaps send a little patronage back our way.
I always do.
Good man. Just for that, drinks are a bit cheaper tonight for you.
Much obliged.
Make an
I
insight
think I'll
check.
take about insight.
Yeah.
That'll be 16.
That's a nice man. Like that, this dude really just helped you out. Came on in, you expected a drink and to move on, but he set you up with possible good winnings, it sounds like. Doesn't seem to be bullshitting you on any of the rules. Doesn't seem to be bullshitting you about little Timmy over there, did.
Then go ahead and leave him a little tip. I don't know how much money I have.
You probably have a decent little chunk here for a wander there. You could easily leave like a $10 tip, probably $15 tip.
I'll do that, and I'll order 2 more drinks as well.
All right, here they go, and he'll serve them up to you as you go.
I'll go ahead and knock them
Your
back.
passive is okay. Good to know as you go through the night drinking. A couple more people file and it starts to get more lively here and there. One that stands out to you comes on in, very shaved head, some tattoos curling around the bald of the like I said, the shaved head, very heavy duty militaristic clothing, no facial hair, clean, like hard grizzly jawline. Walks in, sits down and drinking. You overhear him also getting something set up for the fight. Not for him though, for his buddy. But you just recognize that's probably a decent fighter. If it's his buddy, not him, you might have a decent fight tonight for 2 of them.
How well can I hear him?
Pretty decent. He's not far down the bar.
Gotcha.
Just talking him up, talking to the barkeep like you were, getting some stuff set up for him. Seems, despite his outer look, at least decently cheerful.
But it doesn't
Do
seem like
anything
he's
else, or
gonna
just-
fight.
It seems like he's setting the fight up for somebody else.
I guess I'll mosey on next to him.
Oh, okay. Sitting down next to him.
So this buddy of yours, he got a name?
He's got a name. Fuck, that didn't go out. I love voices. They come out great some days, and then they start going real wacky on the other ones. Yeah, he's got a name. Do you want it, or are you just asking if he has a name? Because that's a legitimate question around here sometimes.
I'd like to know his name, sir.
Well, if it goes according to plan, and you beat little Timmy, who I got warned about over there, you will be finding out my buddy. Rob. Oh, we call him Rob. It's not actually his name. Call him Rob. He don't like his name.
Understood. Well, I'm gonna hold up my hand. My name's Joe.
Hold out and
Allaster.
shake yours. I'll hold out and shake yours, and just say, well, how the fuck did I forget it? I'm Bond. I'm Bands. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, sir. So this
Well, I
buddy
hope
of
you put up
yours,
a good fight so it's entertaining.
I sure hope so.
What do you say? Drink on me for that? You seem like a good fellow.
We'll do one for
Good
one.
sort.
How's that sound?
Oh, I'm good for one. And as you guys continue to do the 1-for-1s, I want you to make a perception check.
All right. Oh, we have +3 on that. That will be a 13.
Well, you're keeping an eye out for his buddy. You don't see anybody coming in. Maybe he'll come in closer to time.
All right.
So, knocking him back, drink. I want you to make a con save for me as you start knocking back drinks, going 1-for-1 with this guy. He is chugging them like a champ.
I wasn't never done that many.
He's sucking down alcohol faster than a lemon sucks down oil.
Are those your new
18.
That's pretty good. You're chugging it back. You're not very. Yeah, you'll be like a little buzzed, but you know what? That just helps. Helps you shrug off that pain. Helps you take another sock to the nose before going down. And time passes. Time passes. The barkeep walks up to both of you and says, "Well, now, well, I think it's about time we sent all of you outside to the ring. Hope your buddy shows up soon. We don't do any late bullshit," as he says to Bands. He'll be here. He'll be here. Well, shall we head that way?
Sounds good to me.
And you watch as people start flocking out, as you guys start flocking out. And you're out there, people start lining up. You go out of the way. Are you doing anything in the ritual before? Do you just go straight to the ring? Do you do anything extra?
Limbering up a little bit.
Limbering up a little bit. All right, starting tonight. You're the bartender walk up. Fucking emus? Okay. That's walking out, you get ready. You're up first. He warns you up, and the bartender's up there like, all right, back again for the monthly rousing rowdy roundup that we all have gathered around. Who wants the pot tonight? Well, we got little Timmy here, who is our, of course, reigning champion, but we got two new people here who might be giving them a run for their money. All right, boys. Timmy, you're up first. Joe, get in the ring. Time to see if you can hold up to your words.
All right. I'll toss my duster to the barkeep.
He'll just catch it good-natured and just like lean it over the bench that he has next to him. Like he has like a table of chairs and some stuff right there next to him. He just leans it out, lays it across on it, so it's not on the ground for you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, no problem. Just put on a good show for me. All right, we got these two fellas ready to start throwing hands and, well, catching blows. Let's not keep between them, shall we? He'll ring up, grab a bell, and just ping. Right? This isn't going to be a whole fight scene. This is going to be, we're going to do this in a form of a skill challenge. You tell me what you want to do. He'll try to fight you back, and you'll see the win. Whoever hits the win point first succeeds. As you see Timmy walking forward, big, tall, bustles sticking out. He's got like that, it's like the leather biker jacket sleeves are ripped out of it. Not ripped out of it. Like you can see him going down to like towards like his elbow. You can see it's like it probably busted or ripped him and tore it up as he worked. Huh?
How's his legs look?
He did not skip leg day.
Okay.
He could crush his skull between his thighs, you're pretty sure. That spine cracking joke doesn't seem like a joke so much anymore. You could probably hit this with a car and it would do more damage to a tree trunk than this man's legs. What would you like to do to him?
Dash in, try to do an uppercut. Like,
so do an uppercut. Make, do you have a skill you'd like to suggest? Do you want me to throw it in? You can suggest skills here. Like the obvious one for this, for example, would be athletics, but you could also argue something else. Like you could argue medicine to aim for a weak point, like a point you know is weak on the human body. Or acrobatics for a bit more of a flighty maneuver.
Actually,
uppercut to me sounds athletics.
Actually, I'll probably do acrobatics and jump and kick him in the head.
All right, here you go. Put on a bit of a flare, a flash to this. Go. Roll your acrobatics.
That's a +4 to that.
He's going to use an athletics to try and counter you and just grab and slam you back on the ground as you go for that fancy kick.
18.
You rolled a 17. As he goes to like reach up, just hit you, and you just like hit or grab the arm, slide it out of the way, and use that to like leverage yourself up, get actually up off the ground, and just bam, a leg right into the side of his face, and you send him reeling. He's currently staggering to the side. Make another one. What do you want to do now?
Shit, what is it called? jumping up and putting my hands together and coming down on top of his head.
Ah, clasping the hands to go down. All right. Oh, would you like to roll for it?
That'd probably be acrobatics as well. I'm fairly sure he's taller than me, isn't he?
He is tall. We can use that as acrobatics. At this point, it's a little bit of a flavor change on how we do things. Roll it. Ooh, shit. That's not good.
19, 20.
Yeah, I was going to say, sounds like you would have both funny. Yeah, no, that's not even a competition. As you run and he's staggering, and he's tall, like you said, so you step on his leg to get up high, clasp your hands together as he looks up, you just slam double fist down into like almost the side of his face and jaw as he tried to look up. You hear like crack as he swings to the side. You can see you probably busted his jaw there. He is on the fence. One more of those rounds and he'll be down.
Oh, is he? He's still standing up?
Yep. One more round like that and he'll be down.
All right, last one. I'm gonna jump up, grab him in the head, and knee him in the face.
All right. That one I'm gonna have to call for athletics over acrobatics. You're trying to force him to move if you do a physical one.
Okay, or +5 on this. That is 17.
He rolled a critical success.
Oh.
As you run, you clasp your hands on the back of his head as he's reeling a little bit, trying to get up. You jump up. As he gets up, you watch as he just slams his hand forward, grabs you by the midriff, lifts you up, and just hurls you across the ring. And you fly across them and past the people and just bam, right into the building. Take 6 points of damage. And that is one failure.
Oops.
I've been rolling damage for him too. Don't worry. He is fucked up.
Alright.
That hurt. What are you gonna do? He just fucking chucked you.
Gonna run and drop kick him in the face.
Kick him in the face. What do you want that one to be?
Go for athletics.
Go for athletics. Okay. Ooh, if you don't fuck this up, he's gone.
Teen, 19, 20, 19, 23.
23? Yeah, easily gone. You beat his 12. As you run, as he's like, you can see he's staggering heavy. You've knocked some shit out of him at this point. His jaw's a little wonky and loose. He's trying to find his balance, and as he's doing that, he looks up just in time to see you have just dug in and bolted, jump, and double feet straight to the side of his face. That's right, straight head onto his face. And you just hear, and he hits the ground as you land on him from the drop kick and spring up ready. He is not getting up, and you just hear, and here we go, guys. Oh, little Timmy. Well, he's looking a lot smaller now, ain't he? But he should have been taking it easy on those drinks earlier.
I'm gonna pat him on the chest. Can I get him up?
Oh, he's out.
Oh.
You knocked him out cold. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another set of fights coming around. Joe, why don't you step to the side? Let our next fellow siphon on in.
All right.
You step to the side. You see Dan's there. Takes a look at you, starts to say, how you feeling there?
A little
Looks like a rough landing over there.
Yeah.
I was going to look over at the fight. He's like, that fight might take a minute. Let's step to the side. We can try to see if we can patch you up real quick.
Sounds good. I'll take it.
All right. Going to the side, take it. He walks over, gets you out of the way a little bit because, sometimes it's a faux pas, but then again, you just got chucked across the place and into a building. That hurts. Pulls out a needle, like one of those hell files. Stabs it, you're like, that's the good shit. And you do start to feel better. But you have less fear than this. You black
what?
out. You start to black out. It hit the ground. You have like a few seconds to say something to him, but it's roaring loud over there now as the fight has kicked off.
What?
You see him as he leans down as you stagger and fall and goes, well, I thought that'd be a lot harder than it was. Just slaps your chest. Well, your day's got to catch up to you sometime, buddy.
What do you mean?
You didn't think you'd go around pulling all the shit you pulled and get away with it. Now, nighty-night. As it starts to kick in and you pass out.
What shit did I pull?
We zoom out. And back up some. Rewind time just to a different, slightly different point. It's a big galaxy. A lot of things are happening. And instead, we zoom in on a planet that is high cliff faces, towering cliff faces, lovely buildings, very decorated, very flowing. This planet, it's quite well known, is home to a lot of monks, and it shows in the design. It feels very peaceful, just inherently. This is the homeworld of Athenas. I say homeworld. It's not the homeworld. It's just the world of Athenas. My grasp of English is slipping because of the people I've been playing. In here, unloading, helping out a little bit. The monks get it rough sometimes. They're very much pacifists, and a lot of raids and bandits hit them hard. As we zoom in, seeing somebody help with a bit of a humanitarian effort to get the monks some aid after a particularly bad raid. Zooming in on a man moving some very heavy crates, very well built. Would you like to describe yourself, James?
A roughly 6 foot tall man wearing, if he's working, then he's probably just wearing his jeans. Oh, sorry, I gotta stretch. Well groomed, looks save from minute scars here and there across his body. He doesn't look like he is fond of combat very much. He's probably more akin to the monk.
It's probably a good part of why he helped here. He understood the inherent dislike of violence in a galaxy this violent.
Oh yeah. Just I can't think of the word. The word escapes me of what the fuck I'm trying to say.
Happens sometimes.
Built like a truck, but hates to fight. That's the best I can say. 6 foot tall, 240 pounds.
You definitely have the build of a pro wrestler ready to just take to the rings of Promethea, slamming down for a big show, but instead he chose to put those muscles to things like this, and it may be grunt labor, but you know what? It feels great to help
good
people,
labor.
doesn't it? It's good labor. It's
good
honest
labor.
work. And you see walking up.
Ruin me.
You see walking up, fairly familiar face. Brighter red hair streaked with a brown, pulled back and a spiky. What? This ponytail that stands out with the hair strand stands out a bit more. Middling height, modestly built, not by the medium build of things, not super skinny, not super big, just kind of one of those in between that a lot of people actually end up being.
Mm-hmm.
Has one of those nice faces of somebody who's probably like you, doesn't like violence too much. This is Sherry. She walks up to you and says, "Hey, how far much longer do you think you have on those the crates there? We're just trying to get an idea of the timetable of stuff today."
Do I need to hurry up for a reason? I
Oh, no,
can
no, no.
do more. I've been.
You're doing great. You're doing fine. You're doing wonderful work. We're just trying to get an idea of what we're doing. It's like, building a plan for the week.
How many more crates do I have?
You're probably about 3/4 of the way done. You've been working for a little while.
I've been taking a leisure pace, thinking it's okay.
Yeah.
I can speed it up a little bit and start taking 2 at a time and cut it down to probably 5 minutes.
Oh, don't strain yourself too much. We don't want you getting hurt, but if you could, that'd be wonderful.
No, it'll be fine. I can do that easy enough.
Oh, you're great. It's been a blessing since you jumped on and started helping us here.
Well, the kind of life these guys live kind of speaks to me, and I want to help out as much as I can.
That's what I was thinking. It's great. You know what? I don't care about a lot of the reputation you've been going. You're a good guy. You've done right by us. And she'll shuffle off, and you'll finish yours. Make a flex check. I want to see how well you do this. Just doubling up on crates, flexing the muscles.
How's a 27 do?
Oh, you are absolutely doubling up. You know what? One time you flex, and you like the last one. You have 4 left, and you've been powerhousing out with just one crate under each arm, like ooh, ooh, ooh. You want to flex a little bit because you see some of them over there working, and I'm like, you like to show off sometimes. So some people still, you just kind of like loop, and you put them on your shoulders, then you kick
like
up
there's
one box
like
and kick on top of the other.
There's like kid monks around, and it's just he wants to make a show of it.
You get like one on each shoulder, then you like loop your foot under the other one and just kick it up and catch it on one shoulder and loop your foot under the last one, catch it on the other shoulder. You make your last showing out with like just making the showing of your build of 4 big crates of supplies. And this is no small feat. Those boxes are heavy each. These boxes are probably good 80 pounds each. So you're making a hell of a showing for these kids.
Hey, that
you get out there and you just see a couple of them like, oh, that's cool. You see one of them like, I'm gonna be like that when I get older.
That accurately fucking puts my carry weight maxed out. If I did my
math. It was definitely a strain, but you owned it.
Nice.
And you see them happy and giggling
for a reason.
Yeah. And you have a little bit of time now. You got done. She said that. They didn't give you anything after that, which means you have a little bit of time to wander around and talk if you want.
He's not really the talk. He's not really the talky sort. So he'll probably say there's like just a few kids. He'll probably just play with the kids a little bit by just picking them up, like 3 kids on each arm or whatever, pick them up all the way up to his head and then back down and then back up. Just the standard like playing and stuff.
Fair. And the kids love it. You have a blast. You are definitely the monkey gym of the day. You see a couple of the monks as they walk by. A couple of them just take a look over and they just smile, seeing happy people. Nice, just innocent, joking around. It's a nice day. Yeah, you spend like you probably have like an hour so you can play with them. And eventually walking up, got a beanie on covering his head, like zip up jacket, some basic jeans and tennis shoes. It's a bit chilly up here, so he's wrapping up a little bit. Walks over to you and goes, "Hey, Joe, right? I'm new here. I'm not quite sure of everybody's names yet."
Rowan.
Rowan, sorry. I knew I was getting something messed up. I'm so sorry. I'm so new. I'm just trying to learn everybody's name still.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It's okay.
Sherry sent me to grab you. She said she wanted to talk to you over there for a little ways. I could show you I could show you the way where she is. This place is a maze. Sometimes I get lost so easily.
Set the kids down. Go, get off of me. Go play. He's the new jungle gym.
He's going to show you the way.
I know.
He's
It's
like,
fine.
Jesus, they jump on him. He's like, no, guess what? I got it. And they take him down for a minute, and there's a couple more minutes of playing. And eventually he distangles himself from the kids, and he's laughing and having a good time. You can see they stole his jacket during all this. And undershirt, he's just got like a T-shirt with just a logo across it. Something general. It's like a weird like soccer ball with like minimalistic like foot blur design kicking it. You know, like just some of those standard bland things people wear a lot of days. I'll never understand logos. Most logos. But he's like, he's laughing. He's like, come on, I'll show you where she's at. It's nothing big or bad. She just was wanting to give you like a rundown on the coming plan for helping out here, I think. Said you were
Sounds
supposed to be
good.
part of the big meeting of all of it.
I don't know why
he
she
starts leading
insists
you
on me
away.
being a part of that.
Well, I heard a lot of good things about you. I heard a lot of things about you. Yeah, she said you helped out a lot. I saw you there at the end there. That was a big set of crates you were moving. Helping out a lot of people here.
It was a little much, I guess, but I had to put on a show for the kids.
Oh, I think they loved it. I think you did a good one by him. And he's like looking around. You guys are walking. So what I gotta ask, what got you in on all this?
Never been one for the whole fighting so much. I know I don't look it, but I don't like it. It's a lot. It's troublesome. It's cumbersome. It's annoying. So I wanted to be the humanitarian.
I hear you. Fighting scares it scares the bejeebers out of me. I mean, look at me. He does this. You see his like really bad clothes on. I think I'd break like a twig. I know you don't like it, but I'm glad someone like you is along with us in case something bad happens.
I'm gonna pick him up.
He's I'll say this. He's a lot heavier than he would have looked originally.
Mm-hmm. Pick him up, just gauge him a little bit, turn to the side, turn to the other
he
side.
wasn't heavier than you think. Like his clothes are baggy. He might just have real baggy clothing. It's not uncommon. You know how people are with the rage and fashion these days.
Yeah.
And he
Like I
starts
said,
walking around. Oh, go ahead.
just picking him up, gauging him from turning him side to side, and then saying,
Maybe
you
210.
do okay.
Maybe like 210. He's decently heavy. It's just he doesn't look it. It seems like.
Is it cutting out on me?
No, I hear you.
Okay,
That's
I was
saying,
just
you-
saying, like
you got about-
I'm just measuring him, and then saying, "You do okay in a fight."
Yeah, I was just giving you that. He's like about 210. Maybe it looks like he just hides his weight well for you. Then he looks like
Yeah.
he's like, I appreciate the confidence, even if I don't seem to have it. I think, and he set him down. He's like, I think we're going this way. I hope we're going this way. It's, like I said, these places can be a maze sometimes. These temples like looping in on each other, going under and over as these warriors are walking along.
Just be careful.
And you walk into, he starts leading you down one of the longer bit of the tunnels. It happens sometimes. You've been along this a couple times, probably just looking around. And as you're walking down, you hear a on one, like from the direction you just came from. You guys stop. What was that?
The loud
Did
noise.
you hear that? Yeah, it was loud. Like it was a thud.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He asked, "What was that?" And I go, "It's
Yeah.
a loud noise."
Sure. Let's Why don't we keep moving?
Probably pick up the pace a little bit.
He starts walking quicker, and like I said, this tunnel like moves and curves a little bit as you come around the curve. You passing by a spot where it starts to branch, like there's a doorway there, and then you hear like a loud yell of just a loud yell of "I told you!" And he's just you're gonna get punched in the face. You take all of 2 damage as what looks like a roughed up, beraggled bandit still left here. Seems to have been hiding in the tunnel there. You hear him go and start to back up quickly.
Now, You're one of them bandits that have been attacking this place, right? Listen, I don't want to deal with you. Just run along.
Oh, what do you mean deal with me? I think I can deal with you guys, oh, you hippie, non-violent people. As he starts to pull out a knife behind his back. I think I can get you. You look like you guys got something on you.
How far away from me is
And
he?
he's only like 10 feet away.
I'm going
And
to
at
close
this
the grab
point,
and grab him.
As you go to grab him, he goes to attack you. Make your grapple. He's probably going to miss,
Okay.
but he's taking a swing at you at the same time.
Okay.
I think he failed his grapple.
I'm specifically grabbing the thing with the knife. No, stop that.
He might be taking some damage from this because he's making an attack roll. What's
That's
your grapple?
Fine. My grapple is 26.
Yeah, he rolled 11. So, but his attack to hit was like a +3, so a 19.
Hits.
He stabs you. Yeah, it's not much. It's 4 damage. I'm sorry, I misread that number. It sucks. As you go to grab it, he just like runs it down your the underside of your arm, some, and you just lock on his arm, and you hear him go, "Oh, no, that's," and he's like trying to pull out of it. And I want you to make a wisdom save because you just got stabbed.
Wisdom save will be I believe, a 14.
That's enough for now. That's hard. What are you doing? I need that. No, let go. And he's like, just trying to like fry your hand.
I'm gonna start tightening my grip. I'm gonna start tightening the grip.
Roll a d4 plus your athletics. No, plus your athletics, plus your strength.
6.
Is he just here? Your tunk as a snap occurs. He's like,
I don't.
And he hits the ground, and the knife falls out of his hand. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, he's not leaving. The knife is staying there, but he's going here.
I was saying, well, the knife was in his hand. It just fell out with his hand lost its grip.
Okay. Like, I don't remember your name, my friend, but will you pick up the knife for me, please?
I can. He like kind of like does that introvert. I could try and he's like, "Come on, boy, grab the knife, grab the knife." And he it takes the knife and backs up, holding it kind of like that, pinched between two fingers away from him.
Toss it as far as you can the other way. That's all you need to do.
And just I'll try and grabs it by the handle, and here it was terrible throw. You know that's a terrible throw.
Fine. That's fine.
It got done away a little bit.
Yeah.
You start to you're passive. You start to hear some muttering, some noises, and the voices in that room next that he just came out of.
Now, I don't want to have to hurt you more, the guy in my arms. But do you have any more people in that room right there?
Hell, what are you talking about? There's cowards left this place. Oh, they were all scared of them. Oh, that hurts. Could you lighten up?
No, sadly I cannot. You have to come with me to some people.
What do you do? And you watch as he goes to open his mouth, and then the gag and freeze. And you don't need an insight as you see a face of recognition. And this is a bandit. You have a brief moment before he can attempt to speak. Would you like to do anything?
I hear muttering in the other hall. I don't trust that. Hand on mouth. Other hand on mouth. Nah, we're not. Nope.
You hear him start to go. And you hand over. And he actually starts to look worried and afraid now. Instead of before, it was just painful. He actually starts to look worried now.
Right. I'm gonna stage whisper, or basically stage whisper.
You stage whisper to him. You could do that easily.
Right. friend, as quiet as you can. Follow me, and let's get out of here back to, what'd you say your name was?
Oh, Sherry.
The person, yeah.
Yeah, Sherry.
Let's get back to where Sherry is, right?
Okay. What about that in there? I can hear voices too.
Best
I'm
we
not the
get
brave
Sherry
sort.
to
I'm
help
sorry.
us. You're fine. Best to get Sherry to help us deal with any roughness. You and me alone will be hard pressed to deal with it. We know where they are, and we know where Sherry is. You think you can get us to Sherry?
I think I can do that. We got it. We can try. Move quick.
Carefully, quick but quiet. Carefully mark the walls as you go with some kind of chalk or something if you have it, so we don't get lost.
He like starts patting his pocket and he like and pulls out a marker.
That works.
And he takes off at a decent pace. I'd like you to make stealth check. Whenever you have disadvantage because you're holding a guy that's wriggling.
That is fair.
Fuck, this kid rolled well.
The stealth check will be a 16 total.
All right. So you guys
Would have been
take
a
off down the wall.
24.
Okay. So you guys take off down the hall, moving at a decent pace, getting like worried about things. Trying to avoid getting worried about things because, well, it doesn't do to get worried in this situation. He is worried. He is not keeping his calm.
Absolutely.
He is not great at this. But
And
he
that's
is
why I'm keeping my
quiet,
calm.
which is the important. He is keeping quiet though, which is important here. He rolled 19 on his stealth, so he did pretty good.
Not bad.
You see him just occasionally as he runs by, marking as you pass turnoffs. Just like you said, to give him indications. Starts running down all these. And you guys moving, and then you always like round a corner, start going down, you realize that's a dead end. He like stops and he's like starting to like visibly look like he's panicking, like, oh no, what turn was that?
It's okay. Panic does not help us in these situations.
Okay,
Retrace your steps.
Breaths.
Try again.
All right, he's there. He's calming down. What are you doing?
Do you have a calm to call her?
I don't. I didn't think I needed. I left it in the room just because I didn't want to bust it up with all the work we were doing.
Right. Apologies for this, and I'm just gonna conk this dude I have in my arms in the head.
He had like 2 HP left. He is out. I assume he meant unconscious.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he's just out. He had like 2 HP left.
Because him wiggling around is annoying.
Yeah. He's like,
I am gonna just fling him over my arm.
Sling him over your arm?
Yes.
And you hear footsteps.
I should have taken tavern.
You hear behind you footsteps.
Damn it.
Not stealthy footsteps, just striding footsteps.
Damn it. Stay back. And I'm going to put this guy down in between the kid, the really shy one, and me, and then I'm going to step 5 foot forward.
Okay. Step 5 forward, rounding the corner are 2 decently armored fellows. The first thing you know is they are decently armored. These are not bandits. Both toting an assault rifle in each. Helmets covering the head, down on the body. This looks like actual outfitted people. That definitely does not look in place here on this planet. And they both, as they walk around the corners, head through the radio here. This is your chance. Surrender peacefully. We will take you in by force. Rowan. What was your other name?
I will look back at the kid and go, you will be fine. And then I throw my hands up and I walk over to them.
You go to one of them starts to pull out a set of restraints. as he slides the holster down. You will see they both have like a sidearm. You get closer. They're walking forward. They're not both immediately walking forward. One's walking forward while the other one's staying slightly to the side, so he still has a clear line on you. What are you doing? 10 feet? 15 feet? 10 feet?
I'm
5
just
feet?
putting my hands out, letting him put the shackles on me.
Okay.
He's not gonna fight.
And they're gonna be okay. They're going to start leading you off, and you start noticing they're taking that, and make a perception check.
All right. It will be, I think, dirty 20.
You
Yeah.
notice it as they were leading you along, and they're like the quiet,
Mhm.
stoic sort. Following you, is that kid. Still trying. That dude. I keep saying kid. He's not a kid. He's a dude. He's like in his 20s.
No, he's a kid to me. I'm 35.
That's fair to you. He'd be a kid still. He'd be like 23 or 24 right now. He's trying to follow you. And he's not being noticed by the guards, but he is still following you and heavily armed. I say guards, heavily armed individuals.
Might I ask you individuals why you didn't just call for me? Is it not on file that this side of me is more agreeable?
That's why we asked for your surrender over just opening fire.
But you blew a hole in this monastery.
You did not blow a hole in anything.
What was the loud banging we heard?
None of your concern.
I believe it's some of my concern, but I'll figure it out later.
Spooks. Okay. Are you doing anything? If they start to lead you towards what you recognize, you weren't here. It's like a smaller landing area. It's not as well packed up. It definitely wouldn't have anywhere near the presence like your group has on the other one.
Yeah.
You
What
guys are
about
currently
all the
still
other
going, you're out
people?
of the way. You guys are like you've been going out of the way, small through tunnels. You haven't really seen anybody yet.
What about all the other people that are here and the people I came here with?
We have no business with them.
Good. I would hate for them to be wrapped up in all this mess. They're good
And
people.
you're gonna keep if you say, and they just keep walking.
He keeps walking. He doesn't fight it.
You
I know
hear that little niggling like thought line that just says, "We could take him."
Ignoring it as best I can.
You guys are getting
I
closer.
don't like those thoughts.
Walking. I know. You're walking. You're walking. You're getting closer. You still haven't ran into anybody, which is actually starting to concern you because you had a couple times where you walked across the street where you should have seen somebody.
Hmm.
And you can see a little bit off. It's starting into like a lower, like down a wall, down a side area of a small ship getting geared up for takeoff. You hear it in. You're like, this is it. Last chance. That's your thoughts. Like you can see, this is your last chance thoughts.
So I passed by multiple places.
You pass by like
That
2 or
should have
3
had
streets
people.
that would normally. It may not be the busiest, but there'd normally be people on them still.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should have had people.
Yeah, they should have.
What did you do to the people here?
Nothing. We waited until you were busy. They were busy elsewhere.
Where are they, then?
Wherever your people have them.
I want to be
You-
agreeable. I want to be helpful and not fight this. I don't want to put
But
my people through my fighting. This is him talking.
go ahead.
To
We have no.
keep this being agreeable, you need to help them because something is wrong. Each of those streets we walked by, people should have been on. Something
We're
is
aware.
wrong here.
We're aware. They were led elsewhere. Nothing's wrong for you. If you continue being agreeable, nothing happens.
So their safety depends on me.
Indeed.
Fine. And I'll just get
You
on the
getting-
ship quietly.
All right. Actually, as you're approaching the ship, you can get on quietly. Actually, I'm not going to do that to you. I'll let you decide that thing. Past your earlier one, that was good.
I would have given me a wisdom save again, but it's fine.
If you wish to, you can roll one. I won't stop you from rolling one. I'm just not
Sure.
enforcing it here since you rolled a good one earlier.
Same number as before, so I'll allow you to say what it does. Or actually, no, it's 2 lower. It's 14, not 16. Sorry.
You're getting agitated. You feel it bubbling up, but you haven't lost control yet. But you are very much. You can feel the bubbling point. It's there.
In the shackles, they're tight, and his knuckles are white.
And then you see the kid stumble. And then stop. And they just churn. He raises a gun
At that,
to see who it is.
he's been
at that
following us this whole time. He just wants to be out.
And then the kid stumbles and freezes. And then they turn and continue walking. You going in on the ship and letting them strap you in?
Yep.
Right. You're getting on the ship, getting strapped in. They inject you with something, put an IV into you, and you start to lose conscious. As you start to lose conscious, the kid sits down from across you and pulls off his beanie. And now that you're in front of you, as the things start to float back, you start to notice those little things that didn't add up, like some scars, some wounds, and a not nice smile anymore. It's there, it's just not as nice.
Yeah.
He's like, I thought that was an exaggeration on how easy you would be to bring in like that, how cooperative you were.
If you wanted to fight, you should have made it more terrible.
Oh, I like to make it easy on myself. I'm a lazy bastard. And as you start to fade the last little bit, he just slaps up and he goes, it's almost a shame what's going to happen to him. And you pass out. I'd like you to make a general wisdom check.
Nat 1.
For that last second surge, you feel him take a bit of control, and as always with it, you're still technically the same person. You're just two coins, two sides of a coin almost, maybe. You can somewhat see what they're thinking. They are burning that man's face into their memory. And you black out. Joe, Allaster, you wake up strapped to a medical table. You see some instruments around you. The light's kind of bright and glaring. You hear a little bit of ringing, a little bit of a headache as you came out like a heavy hangover. And you just hear a guy humming terribly. Whatever song he's humming, you have no idea. It's just terrible tuned. Even you know that. And medical coat, you see like some flashes of a how to put this? What's this collar called? It's like a dirty. It's like a very, very like almost blonde, but it's mixed in with a very pale like yellowy, like not blonde yellow, just like a dandelion yellow, almost like a gold. And he turns around. You see him. It's a probably middle-aged man. Got some glasses on. Not aged badly. Pushes him up on his nose. He turns around and you see him wearing basically scrubs. It looks like right now, over with his coat over him. You see some other things that don't add up, like he has a nice watch on, his glasses, like I said. Overall, seems pretty good. He goes, yes, I see you are awake. I was wondering when you would wake up. Now you, my friend. He's looking again, and he starts looking down and you realize, you don't have clothes. You're on a medical table. You have like a sheet draped over your mid-waist, Medina. I didn't know you'd wake up. Hello? You there? Maybe you didn't wake up. Maybe it's just the eyes. Ooh, that happens sometimes. The eyes happen sometimes.
Where the hell am I?
Oh, well, you are a wonderful guest in my lab.
And you are?
Oh, shoot. Where are my manners? I know your name, but you don't know mine. I am Dr. Strunt. And he does like a little bow. I'd shake your hand, but I feel like that'd be a bad choice right now.
Strong.
Indeed. He pulls aside. He's like, it's right here. And he like gestures as he pulls aside. You see it's like, what is it, embroidered into the, like one of those pockets on his left breast of the scrubs.
It was STR
STRANT. STRANT. I bet you're very curious, very curious. If you have any questions, this is the time for them.
It was the man that took me. He said I wasn't allowed to do what I've been doing.
I don't know who took you. That's not my concern. You are here. I asked for a subject. That is all I was caring about. I do not recognize you if that helps, but it doesn't mean much. I don't get out a lot.
Man, the man was named Dags, right?
Bands.
Bands. Man named Bands took me. Bands.
If you want to write it down.
And
like I said, I do not get out. I do not care. The acquiring procedure is not my department. It is merely the examination of the goods, such as my department. What must I say? You are in excellent shape. I would have thought you'd be a little bit worse off, considering everything I was reading about where they found you, and some of your habits. Oh, you know, alcoholism is very terrible on your body. Your liver's going to hate you in about 20 years.
It helps with the pain.
I imagine. But,
is there a reason you need me?
Oh, but of course. What scientist would I be without something to work on? I'm very curious. You said you don't like the pain. Is that right?
Now that I don't like it, it just gets annoying every so often.
Oh, sorry, that sounds like in a way you don't like it. Annoyance is an expression of dislike after all. How would you like it if I could work on that and you don't have to worry about the pain so much?
In the position I'm in, I don't think I have a choice.
You are absolutely correct. You don't have a choice. I'd like to offer it, though, for the illusion of it. It makes some of my patients very comfortable. Very nice. It helps them out.
I think I'd just like to go home, sir.
Well, as he pulls, like, grabs your eye and, like, opens it up a little bit to shine a light in it, unfortunately, that might be a while. As he opens the other one to check dilation, have plenty of work for me.
Work for you?
Yes, you have plenty of work to do for me. If you make it through all of it and do great, I will let you go home. If I get all and just need to get all of the information I need from you.
Sir, I don't work for anyone.
Well, unfortunately, you do work for me now. As I said earlier, you don't have a choice. It was just the illusion of what I was trying to offer you. I was being polite. And you see as he just stabs a needle into your hand. He stabs a needle into your arm, and just takes some blood out. Now, and he walks over to like a microscope. Let's just put this on here. And he's looking at the microscope. Are you doing anything?
What kind of restraints am I under?
You are under banded metal restraints on the wrists, the ankles, one across the mid upper arm, and one across the upper mid leg. bid like die.
Unrage. Try to break out.
There's going to be a penalty, like a disadvantaged athletics check. I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be stupidly difficult and likely not going to work, but you can try.
Just not out of character though.
I'm just letting you know ahead of time because what you're trying is very difficult. These were basically, it looks like these were made to restrain strong opponents.
Worth the try.
It's worth a try.
I don't think a 15's gonna get me out of there.
A 15 will not get you out of there. I'm sorry to say.
Wait, no,
You
it's a
just-
plus. No, it's +2 because of rage, right? Gives you advantage. Or not? They gives you
Rage doesn't give a
plus
+2. If you had raged, it would have been a flat roll because rage gives you advantage.
Okay.
It also only
But,
gives a +2 to damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying. It
that's
would
what I
have
was
given a
reading.
+2.
That's what I was
It
reading.
wasn't a +2. It was advantage.
That's what I was reading.
Oh, I heard that. That was wonderful. I love that attempt. Great attempt. Give me great information. You are exert an enormous amount of pressure. Tell me, I'm very curious. Have you heard of a bullymong?
I have.
Good. You're going to be very familiar with them.
Well, you come a little closer, I can show you how good my bite is too.
I'm quite all right. I know I have bad decision making, but a bite from you sounds painful. Maybe a different day when I'm more curious, or I have an intern. Interns are great, you know. I'm sorry for now, though. I'm gonna have to put you back to sleep. We'll talk more later. And
But
he
you're
injects
scientist.
something
Don't you want to find
into
out?
your. Of course, but I have quite some time. After all, you are here for however long I want you to be. As the chemicals will start to pump into you and you fade out.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
That's not the first time, and that's what you get before you black out. Rowan, you wake up, strapped not down on a table, but you are up against like on a wall almost, like a slightly leaned one, and you're looking. You guess what's one of the tables just stood up more a lot. Like I said to him, very similar straps, a lot of professions. It's empty right now
Mhm.
in this room.
FYI.
Yeah.
It's not Rowan.
I assumed, given where the last one went.
Yeah.
You're in there. You hear a as the door opens. You and you hear like a wheels cart rolling.
About time you fucking bastards get in here.
I am sorry to keep you waiting. I did not expect you to wake up so quick. You seem to have woken up at about, and he looks about 20 minutes before I expected, if I'm being honest. That's quite impressive.
What can I say? Whatever you pumped me full of is shit.
I almost disagree with you if it didn't not work. Do you have a point? For you, it might be shit. For most people, that would be enough to stop a heart. In fact, it was a similar dose we used on this other fellow recently. That was wonderful. He's a wonderful specimen. You are proving to be just as good of a specimen. Now, I've heard of your name a little bit. Can I ask if it's who I think it is? I realize I don't have a name. That's a terrible question. I don't know you. I'm probably thinking the completely wrong thing.
Go ahead. Think. Seems to be what you're
all
good
the
at.
time. I do it a lot. Too much sometimes, I think. And he wheels over and he just takes another jog of your blood. Slides another microscope
Well.
and you hear, my, you have very interesting blood lines. This seems very virulent in nature. Turns around, were you perhaps mauled or bitten by an animal as a child?
Isn't that
Or
your
adult, I
job to
suppose.
find out?
Even I was. This would indicate it, but it's always good to ask the source. They have lived their life, and I, however, just looking through a microscope.
Why would I help you figure out your job?
cooperativity gives you good benefits. Like I get to be nice to you. I can sing songs. I can bake cookies.
We both know you're full of shit.
Now entirely, I can bake cookies actually, and I do love to sing. But from here, it looks like you were very much infected. I am, as I say, if this is, I'm surprised you're alive. And
It's
not
why your
frothing.
stuff is shit.
It's not frothing, and he like takes one of the like wooden things out and like pushes your mouth some, like a very distinct wrath of froth.
Is it a wooden thing or like a glass thing that he's sticking in my
It's
mouth?
wood. It's wood.
It's broken.
He's like, oh, and he
I'm
dances
gonna break the
back,
fuck
like,
out of it.
he's just gonna, you just snap it through. He just dances like, whew, that was a bit scary. My heart can't take much of that. Please don't do that much more. Oh,
I'm gonna spit the wood out. Don't stick random shit in my mouth.
I was just merely checking. You never know. Sometimes people are smart enough to hide the signs of certain things. You gotta be sure. Like you said, I gotta do my job. Now, do you have any questions I can answer for you real quick? I don't have a lot of time, unfortunately. I gotta bounce soon. Croqueting,
Who
after all,
are
is
you?
amazing. I am Dr. Strong. Amazing. You're the second person to go straight to the name today.
How do you spell that name?
He's like, oh, are you asking him that?
Yeah,
Or me that? And that he's like, oh,
both.
actually, you're the
Technically.
first person to ask. That's great. And he pulls it to the side. He's like, ha. And he has it on his name thing there, on his pocket, embroidered in.
Now you tell me, Matt, how to spell it.
Strant.
All right.
I must say,
Another
whoever's
enemy
using
for
on the new
Quinn.
stuff, yeah, I must say, whoever's using you all, who's collecting these new people, are doing a very good job. I like them. I'm going to recommend they're used again. So, question. You got my name. Any other questions? I got like 3 minutes.
Would you
Go.
like to know mine?
I would love to know your name. I can't believe so rude of me to not ask. What's your name?
Incredibly. The name is Quinn. I would shake
Quinn,
your hand, but I am currently indisposed.
Why? I just gotta ask real quick. Is there something with people of your stature, like amazing physicality? What's up with you people and shaking hands? It's like it's just a reoccurring threat. I'm very curious.
All the more better for me to break your fists.
See, that's mildly terrifying, actually. Yes, very terrifying. I hope you don't mind if I stay out of arm's reach of you.
That'll only last so long.
Yes, well, I will take that. No, I'll take considerations into the future for things.
Get fast.
Get fast. I am very quick. Last question for you. What do you got? Just hit me with it really quick. If you're really quick, you might get 2 in. Speed round.
How would you want to die?
Preferably eaten by a thresher. I've always wondered what the inside of one looked like.
Eaten by a thresher.
I
Noted.
keep hearing about them. They won't let me look at one. I'm very curious what its insides looks like.
Noted. I'll remember that.
Perhaps, preferably alive, so I have long enough to figure out what their insides look like, and then I could die happy.
Absolutely.
New knowledge found. It's a wonderful way to go. One less. That was quick. One more.
Absolutely. You wouldn't know who brought me here. You too crazy.
Absolutely not. I don't know. I'm just gonna recommend we keep using them.
What are you gonna do to me?
I am going to see what I can do to make a better form of you, basically. Very simple. I know, cliche, very cliche. You see it in the movies all the time. Unfortunately, I'm not that terrible. I think I can succeed.
You're gonna make me better.
I think I can. In fact,
Then
I was
do your-
unsure when you came in. I wasn't sure when you came in, but then I saw your blood, and now I think I can. I think you've given me the answer, actually, for quite a few things. It's wonderful.
Then Doc, do your best. I want to see this.
He just like pats like your thigh, like I will do so. Thank you so much. You're such a polite patient. As he walks out the room, and you see like oh, you rush back in. You say, sorry, I forgot, and pumps more stuff into your IV, and you guys go unconscious.
Fair.
So, for the next length of time, it's hard to tell. You guys don't get to see daytime. There's no windows. You don't get to see a lot. But a terrible fate belies both of you. Over the next several stretch of time, Straught visits you regularly, trying different things, trying to improve on muscles, trying to make you heal better, trying to give you a number of different abilities based off of just creatures he talks about. He's always babbling. He never stops. Always working on it, trying to understand, give a new one. Every time he fails, he's not mad. He's excited. He goes on. He's always on. You guys start gathering scars, injuries.
He
Horrific.
probably gets weirded out when Rowan pops in for no reason.
He seems ecstatic when Rowan pops in as well, because Rowan is also polite to him, probably.
Yeah.
Because Rowan seems infinitely polite. He's ecstatic to talk to both of you. In fact, that's the only mood he seems to have, and that's a little disturbing. You're pretty sure he's on some drugs.
Probably.
We'll start with a bit more with you, Rowan. As he goes through, he starts working on you. It hurts. It's painful. Things are cut open. Surgeries are done. Tests are done. You're thrown into a pit with other people and beasts sometimes. And even if you don't want to fight Rowan, Quinn does.
In those moments, like in the fighting stuff, because he knows there's no way of getting out of it, Rowan allows Quinn to take over. Yeah.
Which has an interesting effect as you start to do that. And between what that's doing and what Doc is doing, you start to get a bit more of a grasp on Rowan. It isn't a hair trigger, like as soon as, like you barely, the holding on from the stabbing was extremely good, extremely lucky. Normally that would have set you off. It was probably the kid keeping you level there. But normally on your own, you'd snap easy. You're starting to get a bit one of them. It's a very tenuous grasp, sadly, though. But
yeah,
he's working on it. And you don't really see any signs of improvement through all this surgery. It's just a whirling torment of pain and hurt and racking. However, it's not one mind enduring all this. It's two. In your memory, between the two of you, you both share the burden. Because despite Quinn being polar opposite to you, it's still you and still wants you to live. Because after all, if you die, Quinn dies. However, as we flip over to Joe, who's also run through a battering of tests, running constantly, going through them, injuries inflicted on you horrifically as he tries to seem to like on your like heal you and make your muscles better, and horrific on all your limbs, your torso, your legs, your arms, your hands, your feet, even your forehead and jaw are hit on a lot of things. You have a lot of busted pieces that he keeps trying to heal, and unfortunately he does heal, but it doesn't always heal right, and it causes an issue. Over time, your mind starts to fracture. Your memories start to become iffy and spotty and flashes versus consistent. You become a bit more, simple is not the right term, maybe a little bit more feral as you start to go through things. And as you feel the memory fading, you start to feel that guy's name fading. Feel it terribly fading. And a part of you cannot let that happen. So when he isn't paying attention one time, you managed to break an arm free in your cell. You worked on it for a while. You're looking for something right. You can't find something right. So you, Joe, Allaster, do the only thing you have there, and you grab his scalpel and you start to write. In jagged, chunky letters. Straught. I'll let you decide which arm.
Left arm.
Left arm. And no matter what he does, this actually seems to make him titter and annoyed. Even when he tries to heal it, it heals, but it doesn't go away. And there's just thick, corded scar tissue spelling out his name. And the months pass for both of you, a blur of violence, surgery, pain, darkness, light, anger, wrath, loathing, depression, all of it. You go through the cycles. And that continues on. Eric, would you like to join us?
Too many buttons. Hi.
That's fair.
Yeah, including that button, which made horrible noise.
Alright, you ready?
Sure. Not
So,
really.
following your previous just bare escape from a very terrible situation and a job gone wrong, Crystal had helped you guys escape, get to the apartment with something that she did not do before, something you now know of as a siren power, and something that you know has put a target on your back. Unfortunately, so has whatever happened to you in that transition. But you can manage all that. You haven't gotten off of Promethea because you can't get Crystal through alone. You need her to be awake to get her through some stuff. Every time you went to try and smuggle her off, you saw more ancient soldiers or more mercenaries around checking things, and it just wasn't worth the risk. So you needed to wake her up somehow. And you put your contact to work, and he gave you a location. Of course, Anshin. Makes this so much better of a bittersweet so much more sweet. That might have the device or medicine in this case you're looking for to wake Crystal up without many side effects. And it's about the only bet you got unless you just want to wait her out.
Waiting out the comatose, normally not exactly a great idea.
Takes a while sometimes. So you gonna go?
What else am I gonna do here, okay?
Fair. Well, you know, you never know. You could say no, and then shit gets interesting. Heading towards it, you start to go. Go ahead.
He says no, and you have to bring Thaddeus in.
No. Okay, fine. And
So
you get over here.
Oh shit! Where'd that room go? It's just a hole. So you get a location on it. It takes a little bit of time to get there. About 2 days of driving and public transportation, a number of other things. Everything you can do to keep from being followed. And you're directed towards one of the lower floors of Promethea. Just keep in mind, Promethea is a mega city metropolis. So there's literally tiers of the city that each have skyscrapers on them sometimes. And you're going to a lower one. You go down a ways, you go down a ways, and you know, you'd think it'd be city, but they keep it pretty clean here. What would you have asked for this as you're going down and getting closer to the base? Any information that you would have asked for this?
Obviously, what am I looking for? How do I get inside? How do I get inside without dying? How do I get outside? How do I get outside without dying? Where the hell is this thing I'm looking for?
Alright, you get the Rebecca of, alright, this is what you're looking for, and he gives you a project file. It's labeled Project Panacea.
Panacea.
I can't get anything. I can't get into anything. But what I can do, he said, he gives you is a uniform and a key card.
Okay. Have
You have to pick it
I
up closer too.
managed to find back alley doctors, or do I still have shit in my arm?
You've managed to find back alley doctors. It's been about a month since that.
Making sure.
You paid a different underground one. You're pretty sure with how he was. He used to be a gang member, but he was willing to pay. You take the pay in cash, and shut the fuck up after you left.
Okay. I didn't want to.
Stopping by, he indicates a point, like a drop spot for you to pick it up.
Okay.
And getting there, you see what looks like a bench and a bin next to it. And you either follow the instructions. If you reach down and you grab the bottom of the bin, and you feel along it, and then just hand slide in, you lift up a cover, and like press sealed is a package of clothes in like that vacuum sealed plastic bag.
All right.
You can see a key card on top of it.
Okay, so I got dead drop key card and dead drop uniform. Is it my size, or am I screwed?
It's tailored to you.
All right. Probably not tailored to, but close enough.
That's fair. Tailored to is a bit rough. It is definitely in your size.
That would
though.
be suspicious, is what that would be.
Well, you do have contacts. If you take the contact long enough, you never know what they'll have on you. This has been a very good contact. You probably never met them face to face, but they have done very good work for you.
I don't know what the uniform looks like, so have at it.
honestly, due to the situation, it's supposed to look like a low-rent medical facility
Okay.
for a small-time company, which is very impressive that they're working here. But you know better now that it's a shell company. It looks literally like a very stereotypical guard of like black pants, the shirt there with a badge on it. You have like not the badge, but you have like the clip that puts the name tag down.
So it sounded like either short sleeve or long sleeve guard uniform. Does it have a stupid hat? Because those like to have stupid
Yes.
hats. Ah, great.
It does. But like with most guard
Excellent.
uniforms, you at least have a holster for a pistol, even if you don't have a holster for a rifle.
Okay. So in that case, it seems like I should probably stash everything that I can't hide on this, which seems to be just my pistol.
Your other two weapons are very noticeable.
I can probably have a
Your
knife
weapons are
though.
very noticeable. You can hide a knife. I'll let you hide a knife.
Okay.
And against all your best instincts, you're directed to go through the front door.
I've got a do I have a clipboard that I can find? Those will get you anywhere.
I will.
No, I'm a guard. Never mind.
Easy like thing you could buy if you wanted to get a clipboard.
No, this is guard. Clipboard doesn't get you anywhere
This
if
is
you're a
researcher.
guard. Clipboard gets you questioned if you're a guard.
Yeah, because now you're inspecting a guard. That's a problem for a lot of them.
The thing that gets you anywhere as a guard is your fucking gun.
And your key card with
Yes.
your identification on it. He does warn you that, like most of the guards here, you're only a low-rank guard. This won't get you in everything.
It'll get me to where I might be able to use a clipboard.
It'll get you to where you might be able to use a clipboard. That's a possibility. As you approach, like I said, it's a down one, other one, very plain, boring. It just says Humanitarians Medical on the front.
Okay.
Walking in, you just see like an old, I love this trope, 60-year-old lady, like the glasses, like huge horn-rimmed glasses with like the chain going back around the ears, like the pins, like the flattened skirt and the blouse on top,
Stop your crinkling.
like a light jacket over it.
Sorry.
Yes.
The crinkling distracts me. What?
It's fair. Like I said, you're walking in, it just is like you've seen like a bad movie, like a sterile but dim lighted waiting room desk, like that, just like U-shaped hard cornered U-shaped desk. Behind it is a very old, like 60-year-old lady, like graying hair, horn rimmed glasses, chain running back, like that flat pinstriped skirt.
Always
almost,
watching.
You know it. Like a blouse on with a jacket over it, and just, yes, can I help you?
Just showing up for my shift. Still a little new to the building though. Yeah,
Swipe your card on the scanner.
gotcha. Wipe.
Right, you hear, ding. All right, you hear the buzzer like, brrr. I can't do a buzzer noise right now. And the door just clicks open some. Go on in. Somebody will be in there to explain it to you.
All right.
Going on in, you start to enter what looks like a locker room. You didn't go down like a main medical one that was behind her. She set one on the side that was, it seems like it's just for direct entrance to the guard locker room. You see some people walking around. You get some looks, but then you see like one of them points at you, goes and whispers something or talks lightly to somebody, and then they goes shrugs, and they just shrug and go back to what they're doing. What you doing?
Not having an accurate map of the situation inside of my mind. So
You're currently in like you've seen like a grid like a locker room. There's like a main one going down it. It splits off to each side of rows with benches in the middle. There's another door at the other end of this, and then there's one that looks like it goes off into like some showers.
okay, well, locker room's normally for changing into uniform, but I arrived here in uniform because apparently I'm a fucking idiot. So logically,
It's okay. You just look like a newbie right now.
Yeah.
That's it.
so continue outside the other end of the locker room.
Okay. Walking with purpose. We're just gonna have you make a
Well, purpose
walk
but
through the locker room. Let's
trepidation.
make your. Yeah, let's make your perfect first roll tonight. Let's just have a performance check.
Performance. Bad. It's a 6.
Gets caught first thing. Okay. It's okay. I rolled a 5. Yes. Wonderful. I love it. Tonight's going great for me.
Success by everyone being equally terrible.
Yeah, they're distracted. You can see they're probably like tired from their shift. It's a long day. You're actually heading in for a night shift. Pushing through the door, you open it up. And immediately, first of all, you can see the door into another room. It looks like a medical, the standard like medical rooms things. Yeah, this ain't it. This looks more like a file, like you're stepping out onto a file room, but a side hallway off of that. It's not as well lit. It's still got that like eeky linoleum floor.
Okay.
Dim lighting. Towards the end of the hallway, you think you see a flickering light. They're really going heavy.
Just kind of walk along.
Okay. Are you gonna walk down to the main area or just stay in this area? You got this little side hallway, or you could go back out into the main area. It looks like there's some people in the main area milling around.
Just continue along the side, kind of just get a lay of the land as much as they can manage.
What's your first thing you're looking for here? Just what are you trying to find?
Initially it's going to be like concentration of like security things to where the obvious like, okay, that's where they don't want people to go style stuff is, or
check.
like anything along that heading.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
4.
You're walking along. You're not seeing much of anything. You see some guard presences. There's obviously like you can see at one point you walk down some of these like the back side hallways seem to connect a bit. Down at one of the sides on the main strag hallway, you can see a heavier security door, but has 2 guards near it. At one point you go to step in and look at the door. You just open up and you hear it creak a bit, and you just, oh shit, that's the main. That's the security camera room. But when you do, both the people in the chair turn around and look at you. One of them sighs, gets up, shuffles over. All right, give me your card. We got to make sure. Like, what are you here for? And he holds out his hand for the card.
Go ahead, hand over the card. Inside of this
Swipes
security room, what else is there?
in the security room.
Yeah.
Number of monitors. There's the thing around it. You see over to the side, it looks like a storage bank for a lot of this. Are you asking what's on the monitors?
Either on the monitors, however many people are in here.
Currently 4 people in
Okay.
here. Number of chairs, number of monitors, a lot of things like that. You see like an interaction for maybe like an intercom system. Make a perception check for the monitors as you're talking to him and trying to get a glance at this at the same time.
Sure. That's better. That is a 18.
18. You see most of them look like standard medical trial areas. I will say you see a couple of them off in the corner that definitely do not follow what you would consider health laws, though you are no professional. You see a number of nurses, doctors walking around. You do see one guy that looks like he's fairly important. He's got like a very like pale, dirty, blondish, bright yellow hair. He looks very excitable, whoever he is, and people look like after he leaves, you see people just look tired after he leaves.
Okay.
You see a couple other patients that are strapped down, like some very large strapping people, very oddly small one. But hey, you know what? Sometimes people are just born small. It happens. You see, actually, you see that door that I was telling you about, the heavy security door and stuff on the other side, and you can see there's definitely a dramatic shift in tones from that side to the other side.
All right.
A lot more checks on things. You see most of the doors going down the hallway after also have a form of card reader on them, it looks like. Or some kind of electronic lock. It's hard to tell from this angle. And then he goes, all right, that accent. Sorry, I was gonna give you just a different name, but now that accent. All right, Pierre. Yeah, no, is that it?
Is that
Am I
what?
saying that right?
Is that what
Anyways,
fucking
Pierre.
means? All right. Understood.
You just, yeah. All right. What are you here for, Pierre? What's your time slated?
Less well informed than I should be. I saw the application thing, filled it out online, and I got these things in the mail. And then nobody's really told me where the hell I'm supposed to be going.
You see him like sigh and rub his goddamn. They keep doing this. They need to do better screening. Well, it looks like with the time you're showing up, you're on a night shift. I'm gonna give you a quick breakdown. You're a new guy. You have a new coach. Don't try walking into this room again. You're gonna get into some trouble. It ain't gonna go great for you. You said you applied for this job. It's a great way to lose this job. Now, I need you to tell me real quick. Have you had any experience as a guard?
Some, but nothing in a very important area.
Good enough for your shift. Just keep walking along, do some rounds. You might run into somebody. They might take you to look around. I don't know. I've been up for 16 hours. This is the end of my shift. Have a great day. And he just hands your key thing back and shuts the door.
Okay.
Hey, key cards, they're useful. Especially when I give them to you.
But not like a color-coded access thing to where I know where they work.
Don't worry. There might be. You just haven't found it yet.
Ah.
Would you like it to be color-coded? Because I kind of like that idea. You know what? That's fine. You have a blue one.
Alright. That makes things easy. I've played Resident Evil.
Exactly. Sounds like something this place would do. You have a blue card. Even an idiot can figure out blue card goes to blue lock.
Yes.
This door does not have a blue lock. This door probably has a very bright red lock.
Okay.
Fuck it. They don't need to be the smartest. This is Borderlands.
So now I'm gonna go around looking for blue doors.
Alright. Anything in particular or just to roll the luck? I think this seems more like roll of luck than hunting. Make an investigation to see how many blue doors you can find, though. Let's use that.
Okay. Blop. 12.
12. You find 4 blue doors. 1, bathroom. Nice bathroom. It looks like it's for the security people. So, you get your own bathroom. That's really cool. 2, you find what looks like to be a supply closet. 3, just an empty room right now. You don't know why. You get the heebie-jeebies looking into it. Did it happen there? You felt great before, you open the door, you got the heebie-jeebies. You shut the door, the heebie-jeebies stay. That ain't great. That feels wrong.
Okay.
Final door. You open it up and you just see like 2 guards with their feet propped up on a table eating food and looking at like an echo projector and just like freeze like mid-bite as you step in.
Wave.
No. Waves back. You wanna watch the new movie?
What's on?
Oh, what's that? I don't know the name of it. It's just like this weird, like alien versus robots thing, versus people's thing.
All right, cool.
But like you'd think the people would be the good people, but the people aren't the good people. The aliens are the good people.
Weird.
They're helping us. It's a twist. Normally the aliens are the bad guys. It was normal enough to get me in on it.
You said he was eating pizza.
Yeah, he was eating pizza.
Got extra pizza?
He just scoots it, and you see they have like a large pizza. It has like probably 3/4 of it left still. They probably just got started on this.
Alright, cool. Find a chair. See what you got.
I'm sorry, I missed that bit. What?
Alright, cool. Finds a chair. Let's see what we got.
All right, you started watching a movie, and he was right. Like, you know what? It's a mediocre movie. It wasn't the best. It's not the worst, but it ain't bad. It was worth some watch. You got some pizza, some drink. You know, no Jeffrey and Jeremiah, because I don't know why those two came to my head first. I hate naming things. They're not bad dudes. They're just very lazy.
So they're completely normal.
I mean, they're just guards. Yeah, they just seem like night guards. They both are going on long-winded critiques of the movie and how the plot could have been better driven if aliens had a better reasoning besides, shit, I'm an alien, I'm benevolent, humans suck.
Seems oddly specific. Is there something that you need to talk about, man?
Huh? No, that's just literally what came to mind first.
Alright.
Yeah. They're going on a long-winded, like, just talk about this movie and discussion. They're probably getting way too caught up in it. It's probably been a better part of, like, 2 hours now. What you doing?
Not being a rogue.
No, you're not. But you can still do most rogue things, just not quite as good.
Hey.
What you doing?
Chilling out and having my shift for a moment.
I'm just curious, how long are you waiting for in here with them? Because they're looking to queue up another movie.
That's fine.
Okay. Sit through another movie? You get another movie of, you know, this one's a bit sillier. This looks to be like a bit more of an animation movie versus the other one, which is like a live-action CGI thing. Really cool, right? This one, however, is a bit on Pandora, though this can't be real. This is obviously over the top and exaggerated. Just a band of people, you know, fighting off this weird, giant worm stalk thing that's been fighting them. You don't know what that is. You're pretty sure that creature ain't real, though. It's Attack of the Thrag is just what's on it. It's every bit of creative. Like, picture Sharknado or whale or what is it? Shark Wolf as like what we would have for movies, and that's the kind of C-rated movie it could be.
Listen, those are great. They know what they are
I'm
most
saying
of the
it's
time.
a C-rated. You know what they are. This is a C-rated version, like worse than those of it.
Is it taking itself too seriously?
It's absolutely taking itself too seriously.
No.
You got your like gruff, rugged main lead who knows exactly what's up, and the world's too gritty and tough for it. Are we gonna keep doing movies? I just have to ask because I need to start looking up plot synopsises for something if we keep going.
Man, until you take the camera away to those guys over there.
They're on
Perhaps.
yeah, no, they're over there. Right, you're just watching movies for however long.
Unless something obviously, or like he notices, oh, there's a different key card here, or something of that type.
Make a perception check.
Sure. 6. It's movie time, buddy.
It is movie time. I'm gonna say you sit there for a while. They start to doze, start to nod off. But the movie's still there. You can keep watching movies. Back to you guys, I guess, for a little bit. It's been some time. It's been some time indeed. I'm curious. Would it be Rowan or Quinn right now, James?
What happened yesterday?
Yesterday was a recovery day to let you heal up some.
Rowan.
Rowan, okay. Rowan, well, you're in there. Sitting, laying down as usual. slowly slurping your like grinded up blendered meal that you get in goop form and suck through a straw. It sucks.
Because I'm
It
still
just
chained up.
sucks. You're still chained up. They
Yeah.
don't trust you. You have literally
course
ripped a
not.
man's arm off with your bare hands. They don't trust you.
If I've ever broken out just once, they've found out it's
There's
not good.
been, yeah, for both of you, just there's been a number of times for both of you where you got loose for a minute and it was bad for them. There's probably been a time or two where you, Shmeet, have seen people just tear down, see a huge hulking man tearing down, batting down guards as he's trying to get out, screaming murder, or not, maybe not screaming murder, but definitely portraying murder. And a couple times you've been there as Rowan and Quinn, where you just see a guard sitting there, you're like, what the and then something small latches onto his face, letting out like an angry cry. And he just disappears out of sight with very gross noises. But as you're sitting there, finishing up your thing, you see two guards come in, as they usually do, and they're like, "What are we doing today? We're taking them back around, number round, see what they can do with another subject. It seems we got it. Okay, well, load them up on the cart." And the other one's like, "Yeah, we can do that." Then they just slide behind. They transition your thing to basically a cart, lean you back, and start dollying you off.
Are these basically the same guards that have been doing this pretty much most of the time?
Not the same ones, but they definitely have done it before.
If Rowan has talked to them, he probably would have asked their names.
All right. One of them, kind of shorter, stockier, squat nose, like probably broken a couple times. It's okay. Probably broke a couple times nose. Some like 5 o'clock shadow is permanently on his face. You're pretty sure you saw him trying to shave one time out of the corners you rolled through, and it just didn't take. It's just it's impressive Griffle sometimes. Like if it literally lasts that, but you can cut up the detail for that one. But this would probably be. Flick over to my random page of names. Johnson. And then the other one is a taller, also pretty stocky, female guard. Set there, same uniform. You can see that they do not have the hats that they have to put on when the officials come through. Tall, closer hair, short little ponytail in the back. This is Miranda. So Johnson and Miranda, you would know these two.
Which one is like higher up than the other, or are they both about the same?
You've not seen anything to indicate that they're at a different one. They just both show up and move stuff. She usually moves you because she can use a dolly a bit better with her height.
Then to Miranda. So Miranda, what's on the docket today?
Well, I don't know what they've got for you today, but I heard the thing coming in and it rattled back and forth a lot.
No.
I'm pretty sure we're down another worker. Pretty sure we're down another load dock. You'll work it out fine. You always do, buddy.
Yeah. I don't.
That's right. Your friend makes it out alive. Or gets you both out alive.
Friend is a
just
strong
realized
word.
Just realized we have to deal with him on the way back as she looks over to the other side. He's never pleasant. Keeps rolling you down the wall.
If he kills it, then he'll be a little more pleasant. This time?
Some days, other days, it's just inspiration for more threats. I've never been threatened to have my spleen removed and used so many different ways before this job. Why do we have it?
I thought he also threatened to eat you before, Johnson.
Yeah, it happened. Not the first. And they just keep rolling it down the hall. And as you guys are rolling down the hall and talking a little bit here, we'll also be going to Well, I suppose he has his new name now, doesn't he? What do you think, Medina? Is that what he's down to?
Yeah.
You are strapped up, strapped down. You see a similar grouping come in. Some guards walking in to load you up, talking about something similar. Oh, well, here we go. Got another thing. Oh, it might be a bit different, bit of a twist. So I can put a couple in today as they're loading you up.
Still completely strapped down.
Oh, you're strapped down. Listen, man, you can only beat so many people to death with your bare hands with the same efficiency of a literal like Shaolin assassin before they put you back in chains and irons again.
At this point, is his mouth covered?
Would you have bitten a lot of people?
Yes.
Yes, you would be probably muzzled.
Bitten, eaten.
You're probably muzzled. But they're loading you up to walk you out.
A lot of violent shaking and profanities coming out.
That sounds about right for it. You just kind
I
of seem
feel-
blasé and used to it.
I feel so fucking dirty making a peace-loving barbarian.
It's okay. It's wonderful.
I
Like
hate
counterbalance
it, but I
everything.
love it.
It's okay. You do have your balance. Pack up real quick. To keep things a bit rolling for Bertram. Walking in, you hear watching. They're dozed off for a little bit. Have you just kept watching movies tonight?
I have a
There's
card
probably been another like movie and a half.
that gets me into very few places. Going alone
Try.
would be me getting
They are
shot
asleep now.
to death.
They are asleep now.
This wasn't one of the rooms I saw on the monitors, right?
No,
It wouldn't be the
Just an
pizza room if
empty
it
room.
was.
exactly.
So, I mean, just going around, probably investigate the area, see if there's anything he can use to get further along or figure something else out about
Make
this place.
another investigation check.
Sure,
I'll give you advantage because you've been going through this rooms a lot.
sure. Use both the weirder dice. They have a consensus. It is 5.
You just lost at one point.
I'm lost and confused.
You're lost and confused. No, you know what? You're getting a lot of lost and confused. Roll a d20. I want to see where you end up.
20.
So you're getting 20.
Oh my god.
Why do you have this luck?
I don't know.
You can't do the right thing, but you're about to Bill Murray your way into other things.
It's real, okay? This is my life.
You start wandering, walking through stuff. You see 2 shift changes, by the way. One, like, shortly after you're wandering before you're setting, and now you see another shift change. You're still going around.
Have I been
You still
here?
just
I
get
don't
that look of newbie, and people are trying to, like, shove you off on other people because they don't want to train the newbie.
Yeah.
And then you open the door, and you realize a problem. Huh. I'm on the other side of that door. With the red key card.
At this time, if I turn around, I'm in exactly as much trouble as if I just go.
Possibly. As you just stuck your head out, went, look, look, oh, look, oh, that's a camera. Oh boy.
Alright. Well, Pierre is off to do things.
Pierre's on an adventure.
Fucking apparently.
Right, Pierre. Right, Pierre, because you Bill Murray'd your way in. You know, this wasn't even supposed to be a thing. You're pretty sure you found a door that wasn't supposed to be a door that was built in. It looks like the wall busted around it, and it was a door from whatever was put before. You went down some stairs into like a little basement before wandering back up. That was a giant spider. You left it alone. That's not your problem.
You shut up, Windows Threat Defender.
You don't care what is. It's whatever weird glowing liquid it's currently drinking. It's not bothering you. Stay away, Peter Parker Maker.
Yeah, that's not great.
So,
I'm going there.
keep walking. Yeah, I went there.
Windows
You're
noises
outside in the
because
hallway
they
now.
need to not make any
It's
more
very-
noises. Okay.
So, making any noises.
Hopefully that'll stop that.
I want you to make a performance check as you start down this hallway because there are other guards.
Do you really want me to?
I do. I really do. Let's continue these
6.
terrible rolls versus terrible rolls, huh?
6.
11.
6.
As they're walking along, you're walking, you see a arm just grab you and, hey,
Hello.
what are you doing back here?
I'm going to be completely honest with you.
You don't look too familiar with
I've gotten
me.
lost.
And this lady turns.
People kept
You've
telling me to
gotten
go
lost, you
find
say.
other places. Nobody said they wanted to train the new guy. So now I just kept getting shoved, and now I'm here. Do you want to train me?
I don't even know what to make that roll because this is almost like the repulsion. Like,
It's
oh god, it's a repulsion.
desperation
roll.
check.
Just make a charisma check with advantage
Sure.
because you went the desperation route of repulsion, and I love it.
24. Natural 24.
She's like, nope, keep walking. If you head down that way, actually, I think, if you keep heading down this way, there's a guy up there. Watch for him. Weird goatee, looks terrible on him. You'll find him. Trust me, it's terrible. Look for the man without this full thing on. He just has their undershirt half the time and a hat. He'll train you.
Okay.
So it's down the hall. Make a left. Make a right at the next one, and it's the second door on your left. He'll be down there normally.
I resume my wandering.
Do you follow the directions?
To an extent, unless I'm getting a feeling of at the end of this walkway there is just a mounted gun.
You can't see any immediate security measures, but you don't mean that doesn't mean it's not there.
Or the equivalency of a mounted gun.
Make a perception check.
Sure. 10.
10. You are confident that you cannot see any mounted guns.
I continue my misadventure. Please, for the love of God, take
You
the
can
camera
see
away
some
from me.
guards.
I'm only going where I've been told.
It's okay. If you're going where you've been told, actually, we're going to continue with you for a minute.
Uh,
Are you going where you've been told?
at this point, why not?
Alright. Go again. Walking. You make your left, you make your right, you make your second door on the left. You open it.
Dead.
That's not a good time to ghost me, Matt.
Now is not a good time to ghost. What the fuck? I think he got kicked out.
And thus
I think
Discord
Curse-
proclaimed that it knows that it is in fact Matt's campaign now. So, as such, it must kick him out. Give me but a moment so I can disconnect him from the call. And now we will have to wait.
Speaking of moving calls, now that this is here, my internet has been stable for the last 45 minutes.
Is it?
Yes, it actually has been.
It was earlier too,
has been.
until you talked about it.
Yeah, and that's why I'm talking about it now to see if it'll break.
I mean, you could try. I just have to readjust you upward.
I'm the one who got talked out tonight.
Yes, the Discord is aware this is your
That's why
campaign.
I was.
Absolutely.
So,
Where did I get off?
before you started.
Yeah, he literally got to the room, opened the door, and then you ghosted him.
As you
That's all
open the
Bertram
door.
knows. That's all the Bertram knows before your vision shifts upside down. Bertram is dead. That is not what happens though.
Yeah, that's
you
what I
open the
said.
door. As you open the door, you see what you're in a bit of like an electrical room. A number of panels and important looking cords. You see in front of you what looks like to be a guard. You see his jacket. He's guard sitting in a lawn chair, like a bit of a beaten up lawn chair with a toolbox on the ground. His jacket's like hung up on this little hook. Hat is on the ground as he's like leaned back into it. He looks like he was trying to fix something. Just lean back and he like asleep, but no snoring. Sometimes his arms twitch. look down and you see there's a little bit of electricity pouring into his fingers.
And for a penny. Just nearby console that doesn't look electrified. Knock, knock.
Nearby console?
Nearby, like, wall or hard object that he can hit with his knuckles.
Oh, okay.
That isn't
Just
electrified.
Pum, pum. You just knock on like the door that you open and just tung ting. Nothing.
This man is dead. Interesting. Well. This looks kind of like a maybe supply room-ish thing from what I heard. Yeah.
Possibly.
Okay. Looking around trying to find a pair of insulated gloves.
Alright, not even gonna make you roll. You just check the toolbox, because there's a toolbox, right?
Yeah.
There's some right there.
I've played Space Station
On
13.
the top.
You wear those things before you fuck with anything, otherwise you end up on a crispy pile on the floor, and then they drag you down the med bay, and then the next thing you know, your brain's in the body of a monkey, then the chef catches you, and they use you for meat.
Yeah, that's how it could happen here. That actually could happen here. What are you doing?
When I have my insulated gloves. How stylish are they?
Roll a charisma check. Let's see how you pull these off.
Excellent. I was just asking for a description. Yes, 23.
23. You know what? On most people, they might be a little too rubber, a little too clunky, but on you, you were fucking doing it.
Okay, so they are in fact clunky rubber gloves.
But you are working it.
Okay. I was just going to steal them if they were actually streamlined and probably have these for later, because I'm sure that these would absolutely come into handy.
I say
But
clunky. I do say clunky. They're not clunky as in that. They are made for wire work.
okay.
But they are a little bit rubbery, like a little bit more rubbery, a little bit thicker.
But what's
They're
the
not like
color?
that finger one. What color do I make them?
Purple.
A nice hazard collar, like the nice hazard blackish yellow
They're
stuff.
horrible. Excellent.
I know.
Adding these to the inventory, because this I'm sure will actually come up again.
Absolutely. What are you doing?
God damn it.
Yes, excellent.
Hey, hey, hey. This door is slightly cracked when you got here, right? It had a green keycard lock.
Well, that's fine. I was just gonna go over there and loot the body of the dead guy.
Alright, make an investigation check.
Sure. Dice. Relinquish your dice. Your box. Relinquish the dice. 16. That's not
16.
garbage.
You go over there. You start to fiddle and like try to move, so you don't get. You have your gloves. So you're not gonna be shocked. Start to look over, then. What you doing? As he grabs your arms.
Freak out. Panic. Punch him in the face. Ah!
Do you?
Dead man!
Initially,
attack.
yes, because I'm scared.
Roll an attack.
Sure thing. Just plus strength, because that sounds like a good idea. That's a lot. That would hit me with my shield.
So, like I said, for this, just because it's Borderlands and having fun, everybody starts with a base of D4 for punching.
Sure.
Because I thought it'd be funny. I want to see more fucking stupid shit like this.
In that case, it's 7 damage.
What are you? What? And then he doesn't breathe anymore.
Shake my hand off. Zombies.
He's watched too many action movies.
The question is he dead or is he asleep again?
Back to looting. If they make any additional noises, cracks knuckles, they may have to die.
You find a green key card in a Necronet device.
Okay.
It is like very much been busted open. It looks like the equivalent of somebody busted open a phone and jailbroke it.
Interesting.
Not like very via the programs and stuff you're supposed to do. It looks like they pried it open and messed with the back of it.
It doesn't look
'Cause they
like
thought
it's
that's
broken.
how
It
you
looks
jump.
like it's been hot-wired.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it.
Alright. So in that case, kinda. Is there like a... Is there like a... I forget what they're called. They're used to check electrical current, if it's happening or not.
Ohm meter?
I know what you're talking about. Yes, there is.
Normally they have two little
It's like anodes.
pokey things.
Two little anodes.
It's an ohm meter. I have one. I
There you
use it
go.
all the time. It's an
But
ohm meter.
yes, do they have one?
Okay. This man has
It looks
been
like those
electrocuted to death. As such, I do not know if this thing I found is actually safe, so I'm going to test it before I use it. Like,
It's probably using a lot more power than it should be.
but does it look
seems
like
to
it
be
will
functioning.
electrify me to death?
Maybe, but it seems like a small chance.
So in other words, hopefully not.
That's a good way of looking at it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you guys are getting rolled in. It's a familiar thing of a big open room. They set your crates down. They set your tables down, and then they just. You do, Rowan, get from them. Just good luck on it. Do try to make it out.
That's all they get is a long-winded sigh.
You guys can sit down. Both you in very similar rooms, actually. Passives. You can see there is other people in this room this time. People are rare. Normally, it's
Okay.
creatures.
Okay.
Because you guys know where you are. You're seeing each other, though you would not know that the other is a player character, of course.
Yeah.
But you are seeing each other right now. And they're lowering what looks to be 3 boxes that are rattling back and forth at the moment.
I'm gonna rattle back at it.
Make an intimidation check, man. I want to see if you can intimidate this thing through it.
I would like to give him advantage.
Okay, you have advantages. You both start to try and threaten
As
these
Quinn
rattling
comes
cages.
out.
There's a third party entering this game too. Yeah. Maybe. We'll find
Set
out.
up.
What do you guys roll? What do you roll?
Ooh. We got a 19.
You start guys start growling and doing like rattling and making like aggressive gestures, letting out whatever like anger or like angry feelings are venting as you get in the cages start to like stop rattling. But as they start to stop, there's a door on the opposite of the side that just boom and buckles some, and you hear this angry, hollow roar that seems like a mix between a heavy, like furred beast and a reptilian screech. And you see some claw marks starting to like poke through the metal. Anyways, back to the person who's having a good time with electrical readings.
Oh, who are they? I would like to meet them.
No, keep
Do you
going.
even
What's
know
your
how to
electrical
use an
reading?
ohm meter?
What are you doing?
Making sure this thing doesn't electrocute me, then I was gonna use it
It
to
hasn't yet.
see if there was like a map and know what the fuck I'm doing.
I'm not even gonna make you roll because I'm scared.
You're scared.
You can see it digging through it. It looks like there is a map, but it's also just from you. You're just clicking, 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 and every time it does like that window zoom, 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 but it's just the same screen. And for some reason, you're just clicking, clicking, and then eventually, after like 32 clicks, it goes map.
It appears to be broken. Understood.
There was a map emblem. You were trying. You have a rough outlay. It looks like it was probably made by this guy on some kind of mapping program. It does not look professional. It looked rough as fuck, but it is a map nonetheless. Why does my nose hurt?
Wait, it tucked.
What's going on? Starts to sit up. What you doing?
Just kind of put that in the pocket and then just immediately reassume the everyone's told me to go find someone else. Look about me.
As you see this like old gray man, you finally take a good look at his face. What are you doing here? Oh,
I've
why
been
does my nose hurt?
got
Fuck.
here, took the job online. People told me to go find somebody that would tell me what to do. Then they told me to go find someone who would tell me what to do. Then they told me to go find somebody who told me what to do. Then they told me to go find somebody who told me what to do. And now I found now I'm here. Hello, hi. Would you tell initiate train? What the? I don't know what's going on.
See him sizing things up. You'll do. Alright, he gets up, he starts stretching, grabs his coat, puts it on. Make a deception check as he's doing this.
Sure, a deception check.
Yeah. Or performance. I'll let this one be either or.
Well, one I'm proficient in, the other one I am not. So let's say 22 deception.
Okay. Alright, so, where? Oh god, my nose, what did happen? Oh, that's what I get for falling asleep on the
Beat out
job.
of you.
Alright, he's like putting his jacket on, big ass. We're gonna go replace some cage doors. Some of the beasties got a bit rafted up. I'll show you what to do on the job. It looks like you're set up for security, maybe.
Do you understand my confusion?
Oh no, whatever you were on before, you're with me now.
Do you have a jacket so like someone doesn't grab me and go, hey, you're not supposed to be here, and then I have to...
Hold on. He
yeah.
walks over to like a bed he has, opens it. Not that. Throws out a jacket. Not that. Throws out like a dress. Not that. Why is there a teddy in this fucking thing? Pulls out. All right. That looks your size, and holds it out, hands it to you.
Okay. Uniform number 2. Hitmaning along.
Swapping it out. Let's go. We'll worry about keycard shit later. I'm not that guy in charge of that. Let's go get some doors on. You'll be with me. That'll be enough.
Okay.
He starts off walking. And you guys start going down hallways. He leads you through a couple green doors. You watch him open a red door with a green card. Which is endlessly confusing to you. You're pretty sure that's not how key cards work. What the fuck?
No, it
You
just means
just
that
see him.
green is greater than red.
He just turns and looks at you and just... Don't tell him. And he keeps going. You guys are currently cutting through a red locked area. Do you do anything?
Follow along.
You have an empty space of hallways where you don't see any guards or cameras.
And right now I have an ally.
You do. Alright, there we go. Gotta be careful, sometimes they're doing random tests down here. We don't want to get caught up in that. If we get caught up in that, we're gonna get hurt, we're gonna die, they're gonna find gruesome deaths. So just follow me, kid. Listen to me, we should be alright. Just come on, let's go.
Should I warn you that you just set up like 15 death flags?
Stops. It happens.
Alright.
Keeps walking. And you guys get down. You are passing a room, and you see boxes being lowered to the ground, and you walking by as you hear that same roar, and a door just in as you walk past an observation deck.
Oh, a bunch of boxes. Maybe that's where the actual medical supplies are. Brrr. Nope. Okay.
Make a perception check as you're walking, please.
Do I have to?
Yes, you do.
17.
That is enough. Thank God. You happen to catch the word panacea through a window on the door as you're walking.
Damn it, I need to go back there. It's fine.
Are you trying to convince
No.
this man? Alright, you
I'm
go
along
down
for the ride.
2 more doors.
If I get hungry, I return to pizza room, and then I go back here.
You go down 2 more doors. You guys are getting your things released. This ain't gonna be a full initiative as the things released for you. I would ask, it sounded like it was starting. Is there some camaraderie here against the things in the cages?
Man better than beast. Beast must die.
Schmeat?
That's what I say. Medina?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Is there camaraderie between man and beast? Or man against beast? Blech.
There's now
Like, bring
4
up the
cages
mount.
total being lowered down.
Huh?
There's now a 4th cage being lowered down. Schmeat, for your
I'm just
consideration, that's a big motherfucker.
What's it look like? Can we see what it looks like?
I mean, I'm talking about what Rowan, or I guess in this case Quinn.
It can't really speak right now. His mouth's kind of.
Well, no, your cans are being released. You're just the things are ching 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 off. The cages just haven't opened yet.
Yeah, all of your shit is being freed. You and I are in the same fight pin together.
It's gonna stare at you and hold my hand up.
Hold your hand up.
No, not hand up. Hold a fist up.
Hold a fist up. He'll reach
At
your
this
fist
point-
down.
Oh. In the background, there's a. Not really. I'd
At
love to.
this point, he's standing kind of like a gorilla at this point.
Fair, a little bit of a hunch.
Okay. That's fair.
Both, just to say, horrifically covered in scars. So many suture wounds, sutured bits. A lot of what you guys had healed over, whatever they did, smoothed it over properly, but you still have a lot of ones that didn't heal right.
Trying to find it.
And Schmeat looks like he's been fucked up. Everything looks like it has joints where it's supposed to be somewhat straight, where it's other supposed to be. Besides, his back is hunched, and his arms seem a lot thicker than normal. Is what it sounded
Yeah.
like.
I'm trying to find a picture of how his legs would look.
Fair.
I think I
Your
got the
legs,
general idea.
from what I'm understanding for you, your legs for what we were doing would be shorter and a bit stumpier than a lot of people's legs, and a bit like they don't quite bend at exactly the same point. For example, they're not perfectly straight, but they're working.
This is a good example.
It looks like they took his like longer legs and piecemealed them into shorter legs.
We'll go with this. Kind of like a goat leg.
Yeah, a little bit.
So,
So,
Okay.
there you go. Something like that. Just more fucked up looking.
Okay.
not healthy, not supposed to be on a human, but then again, who knows what they've done to him?
I'm saying like this legs
I've been
look
through,
human,
I've
but
been
they're
through a
broken
lot
like
as
that.
well, so
Yep. I was gonna say, yep. Who knows what they've done to him? They know if you know what you've done to them. All right, the cages, as you guys are sitting here, fist bump, start to open, and you watch as prowling out are 4 leathery, scaled, skinned, mouth opening and it's double, it's wide open, like 3-fold areas, tongue lolling out, skags. You have 4 of them in the room. Again, I'm going to do another earlier thing because I don't want us to get caught up in a slugfest. This is going to be a skill challenge for you guys. How would you like to start this?
Okay.
There's a number of just like junk and such littered on this floor. There's these skags going out. There's the cages they were in.
Immediate rage and picking up the biggest piece of metal he can find to wield in 2 hands.
Okay. Make an athletics check because that sounds like what you're going for.
25.
That definitely beats the skags. 16.
6?
So,
No, 16. I had a 6 in there.
as you start to do that, 2 of the skags start bolting towards you. They jump and just double swing, take out 2 of them. It doesn't kill them, but it just smashes both of them backwards. What are you doing at this moment there, Shmeat?
Raging and jumping and hammer fisting down on one of them.
All right, make your athletics or acrobatics because you're a lot smaller. You're allowed to make your other checks. Again, remember, I say athletics. If you have a different skill you like to use, argue for it.
Athletics is higher.
My Discord on my phone crashed. This is why we
And you
don't
do have
do this.
advantage. You do have advantage because you're raging. Forgot to say that for Rowan or Quinn, but they already had such a high roll it didn't matter.
No, that was the advantage. The other was a
18.
2. Yeah, I know how to do
How
it.
much?
18.
18. Fuck, I rolled a 12. So it's one of them, like you see them going down. You turn as you see another skag start to just run, jump. As it jumps, another small form just, and they roll with it as he just slams down on it, tackling it out of the way.
He's got that one. I'll take this one.
Meanwhile, back at the other guys, you consider what you want to do for your next one is you smash down two of them. One of them, you're currently writing one, Schmeat. Whatever's behind that wall sounds really fucking angry, but they're not raising it, which usually indicates they don't want it out.
I want it out.
So,
As I'm writing this thing, I'm biting it.
fair, tearing into it. Pierre, he leads you on down to out of this room. You go down a couple steps, and you walk into a room full of a lot of like electrical, a lot of cages, like electronic locks and stuff on them. You see a couple of them are like electrified to keep the animals from hitting them too hard. You hear like a number of howls, screeches, yowls, roars. You see a number of furred, scaled, and slick-skinned individuals and beasts. You're like, all right, we're going down this way. We're going to go down. We got to cut the power a little bit because we can't do all this shit. But we got to make sure to cut the right power. If you cut the wrong power, guess how that's going to go? Not great. There's a reason stupid people don't last long in my job. Well, let's go this way. Alright, he's gonna head down here and he's gonna pull open and you see like another little closet area of electrical shit. Alright, this one. Alright, this is this, and he starts going on a long-winded explanation about what each one is. Are you paying any attention?
In vague terms.
Okay.
He is
You done?
100% talking at me.
Yeah. He gets done listening, he steps out. Alright, I'm gonna go get some of these. Alright, I want you, when I get back, power down the cages 14, 18, 24, 86, and 2. So I can put the doors back on them. I'll be back in a minute. Let's go. You get to it. And he starts walking off, like with his hunch limp. He's not going far. He's just going to the other side of the room. What are you doing?
Trying to remember.
Do you have technology
No.
proficiency? Because that's what kind of check this is.
The answer is absolutely not. It's just a question of if I remember what cages I'm supposed to open.
Technology check.
I don't even know what fucking...
It's intelligence based.
Okay, I'll
based
roll
on
an
Arcana.
Arcana. It's a 9.
You know, I made this DC relatively easy, even with him talking at you.
You have made a mistake.
It's okay, I love it. It was a 10, by the way.
Obviously.
That was it. Alright.
I was
you know
about to
what
try to
do.
parrot back the numbers and get
Yeah,
probably one or
yeah,
two wrong, because I'm bad at remembering numbers.
You're like, 1, 2, that. You're trying to remember
14,
where it is. You're trying to remember what the translate to.
24,
'Cause for some reason, they didn't just write
86?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They didn't just number it like that. There's just a list of switches with weird scratches over them. It's not even numbered. This motherfucker's probably done all kinds of shit to it. That one, grab. And the lights go off in the building. And you hear, oh, shit. You guys, the lights go off. And you hear a heavy door lock just. But you also hear that of the outside door open. The door that goes back to the hallways that you've brought in from. What's everybody doing? In this instant moment of realizing what all this is happening.
Flipping 3 more
What do you
switches and then
do?
trying to find the one I just flipped.
Behind.
Is that me or him, Catty Cow?
Yep.
Okay.
It's me because I'm crashing. It's been
Fair.
crashing constantly this far.
Alright. I'm gonna let you give your second to recover. Eric, Bertrand, make a perception check at disadvantage because it is pitch black in here, and you do not have dark vision.
As if it would matter. I got a 4.
All right, you flip some more swishes, and you hear, "Oh, that's great." More doors open here. As doors start opening.
I'm pulling levers.
You just hit all the levers.
I don't know what to do anymore. Flip random ones.
It
Flip the
sounded
ones
like
I've
it.
already flipped before. I don't care. What?
I'm rolling a d20 right now because this is very important to you guys. All right. Lights aren't coming back on, Bertram. You
It's
guys, what are you
broken.
guys doing down there?
I am. Little one, the door behind us is open. Move! And I'm going toward that door.
Following.
Following, you guys hear that door opening on your way out. It gets part of the way over the ear line. As the metal's breaking and ripping with a loud thud right before it.
Yeah, he's got 4 skags to eat before we get to them.
So you guys started running just random hallways because, well, I don't think you have a lot of idea of where you'd be going.
No, don't give a fuck.
Just running, okay. Hey, Bertram.
Yo.
That last light flickered. You see the emergency lights start to flicker on. But it's very dim, and it's like that slow, like, light that flickers and pulses.
Well, that's fine. I mean, surely all these animal containment things, all the fuck around me, are surely still powered on, right? Surely,
Shirley?
right?
No, Shirley is still on Venus. No, that's Sherry, but close enough.
Listen, they're little blue and glowy, I imagine. Can you say yes or no?
You can see the doors are open. Lots of
Okay.
doors are open. Lots of doors are open. Oh my god, that's a lot of doors that are open.
I believe it is time that I stealth and leave
Before-
the area.
It starts breaking ground across the facility.
Yeah, that's about right. It's time to stealth and go back the way I came.
You see the old man just rip the door open and start hauling ass down the hallway. What are you doing?
I'm going to stealth and leave.
Roll a stealth check. You can't stealth against the animals if you're trying to leave. It's right there across the plane open. Roll a stealth check for other people, I guess.
Sure. It's more of a do not be the one person running through the open so that all the animals see you and then go, oh,
Yeah, that's
something's
fair. To be
running.
Ryder, that door is really close.
Okay. Don't know what door you're talking about. I'm just going this
That
way.
you saw Panacea through.
Wow, that's the one I need to go to, but it's outside this room, I thought.
It is. I mean, it's really close.
Okay.
I was offering you a reminder. We've been going back and forth a lot.
I got it. It's fine. That was sadly only a 13 because I suck.
Okay. You guys, as you run outside into the hallway with Quinn and Schmeat, you guys run down the hallway. It starts going off. You see a couple guards start filing out. 2 of them file out in front of you, start trotting down your hallway, and start to raise rifles. What are you guys doing to them?
I mean, if they're raising rifles, Quinn's going for the kill.
Okay.
Short way,
right.
just curb stomping the one that's in his way.
Athletics. Or an attack roll. I'll let you choose on that one.
I'll take athletics because it's a high.
Okay. What are you doing, Schmeat? He's taking one about it, looks like. He seems to be picking up momentum and lowering his shoulder to just bash in and start a heavy fuck up.
Just
I'm still
do a
raged.
jumping haymaker to the throat. You're gonna try to
Attack
crush his
roll.
windpipe.
Attack roll or athletics check.
They're both +5.
Okay.
Mine is a dirty 20.
Okay.
I got a 19.
19. You both jump. You run up and just kick off the leg as he staggers as you kick off the leg, and then just wham, and bury your hand in his throat, and you feel just something, and he starts to, as he falls backwards. You just run in, Quinn, shoulder check into him into the wall, and then just come in and just slam the elbow into his face against the wall, and you feel stuff just go as the helmet dents in. And blood starts pouring as he hits the ground. Both of them are incapacitated. You keep it running?
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's go.
Just keep running. Going down the hallway.
What kind of gun do they have?
Left or right? They just had a, I don't know, you really don't have a lot of time to look right now, but there is a rifle. They did have rifles on them.
Grab one.
Okay. Left or right, guys? It's an important question for you.
I point left to Shmi.
Okay.
I don't know his name is Shmi, but and then I'm gonna go left with him.
All right. Putting down left. Back to Bartrap. Thankfully, another card rolled lower than you on most of it. But as you go outside, you start to get towards the door. I want you to make, what is it called? Constitution saving throw as a sharp dart of something just right into
Never
your back of
before
your
in
back.
my life have I ever got to roll a con save with proficiency.
You take
This feeling is not a feeling I am used to knowing.
7 piercing damage
Ow.
before the con save.
Why do you have to damage me? That hurts my feeling and knocks out my shield, because my shield is still babble.
Is here and something like, and then tail just whips at high speed, almost hear your whistle and just right into your shoulder. Bang, stagger. What's your con?
Jesus. It broke 20.
Oh god, that's not even worth asking about. You take 1 extra point of poison damage.
Who and why?
Before you see a guard running at you, and you're just like, guard. Shit. As it's running at you, but it's trying to stop as he just rounded a corner, like stop, but his momentum's carrying him forward. Are you doing anything there?
Well, I'm gonna give him a look that says, hey dude, what the fuck, and present my fucking jacket. And I'm
He doesn't
going.
seem to be looking at your jacket. He seems more concerned with what's behind you.
I look behind me.
I think the thing behind you is what stabbed you with a dagger thingy.
You look behind you, and you see what looks to be disappearing, a kind of weird bat-like creature crawling on the ground with a long whip-footed tail disappearing, and looking a little bit further back as you hear metal tearing and stampeding as a number of animals start pouring out of the doorway and ripping it wider as they go.
That's about accurate. Okay, well, I'm going to remind you at this time I have mobile, so I'm very fast. So.
I'd like to remind you at this time, you have a good, decent, passive perception of the situation. He has a red card.
Allow me to roll 1 die to determine my morality. In this particular situation.
In this very particular situation.
The answer is, not today, friend. So, I mean, he's like doing stuff and he's like going toward there like, I'm
He's
a
trying
guard.
to stop right now.
I'm
Like I said,
gonna.
he was running and he was trying to stop.
But he's going that way and he's like, man, I'm great. I don't want to go into that area. And I know he has a card. So I'm gonna take it, trip him, and run away.
I think, I don't know. That's like an athletics and a sleight of hand at the same time.
It doesn't need to be very subtle.
I'll let you choose. It's more sleight of hand's also like the quickness of emotion, not necessarily just subtlety. I'll let you choose.
I'll make an athletics check.
Okay.
Like, oh! That also broke the 20s.
So let me just go over. You don't give a shit about this man's life, right? At this exact moment.
At this time, not today.
You see him running at you. He's sledding, trying to come, like, stop. You see the key card. You go, grab him by the lapel, churn, rotate, throw him at them. And as he goes past, you just use that hand. You let go to snag the key card, and you threw him at the animal's body. Lady goes, what the? You have a red key card now.
Run away!
As the screaming starts behind you. You say run away. The door that with the fantasy is only like 20 feet down the hallway.
That's
I'm sorry, 20. It's like about 45, 50.
that is well within runaway range.
I know. I was just letting you know. You're running there at it. Keep in mind of that. You two, you guys are making left. You just watched as you come out farther down the hallway, you just watched a guard run around a corner at somebody else, and they went, shit, grabbed and hurled him down the hallway and stole his keycard.
I'm following that guy, and I'm getting Shmi to come with, because that doesn't look like
to
a
be fair,
guard.
actually, you guys probably wouldn't say the key card, but you did watch them go, make a decision and just chuck a guard at the animals.
Distraction.
He has not a guard uniform on actually anymore. That's fair.
Seeing that he just killed a guard, we've killed 2
You just
already.
hear,
He killed a guard? Fuck it, we're going with him. He killed a guard.
Amazing. He just killed a guard in the midst of all this chaos and is trying to do like a jaunty run stroll that looks innocent.
Exactly. that doesn't scream captor. That screams, hey, maybe ally.
What are you guys doing? I would like to point out, it
I'm
has
following.
been about
I'm going toward the guy who just killed a guard in front of me.
I'm gonna say it's only been about 24 seconds, essentially 4 rounds of combat of this shit going down, and you guys running and moving.
Okay.
Here you
Following the big
get the
guy.
key card on the door, Bertram.
Yes, Bertram would like to open door with key card. Question: animals this way coming? Yes. Slight
Some,
distraction.
Yes. Some the other
Awesome.
way. Some are going this way. Some are going the other way.
But then I see these things coming toward me.
You do.
I was just gonna leave the door open, let that happen. Now it's possible of being chased. That's scary. Open door, open door, open door.
Key card, 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 key card. It opens.
Run
It
away!
takes like 4 swipes because you're panic swiping. Like, oh my god! Come in and
That
just
do look a little furry.
Do you slam it shut?
No, I need to. The animals need to come outside so I can leave and not get shot to death. So I'm just gonna hope that I'm quicker than those guys.
The door they're coming out, they broke and fucked. I made key cards for the door you needed to get in.
Oh, yes.
Are
It
you
doesn't look
shutting
like I
that
can
door?
just kick it. Let's not. Maybe they'll distract the animals too.
Alright, stepping inside. Make another, make a perception or just make this an investigation check to very quickly do it at disadvantage.
Must read things at dark.
Low light.
1.
Oh no.
Wrong box.
You guys get inside. You guys get inside and you just get inside. You just see this person just pick up box, no, throw it behind him. Box, no, throw behind him. Box, no, throw behind him. Box, no, throw behind him.
Is now really the time to be looting?
That's a lot of animals coming down the hallway.
My statement stands.
Like, no, they're like, you have very little time. Make a quick choice. Animals are coming down the hallway. Do you do anything?
Can I close the door?
You can close the door.
Is there a way out of this room besides that door?
Right now, you don't have a lot of time to look around. It's do you close the door or not?
Yes, close the door for the moment.
Close the
Give us
door.
some time.
Athletics check. Athletics check.
Still raging technically.
You've been fighting. I'll let it slide.
21.
They also get advantage because there is a large number of animals at the door. Though they are hurting
Absolutely.
each other. They don't beat 21 though. As the animals start slamming into the door, but at the same time, while some of the animals are scratching up on the door, like you see Skag scrabbling out to try to get it. Then you see like a bullymong can just grab and just slam it into the wall next to it. Things are going on outside. The door is being slammed on because it opens inwards, and you're just barely like keeping it as your feet skid, just like no, no, no. What are you guys doing?
Looking for the
I
box.
don't. You rolled a nat 1. I'm trying to decide how long it'll take you doing this, but there's 2 other people in the room now.
What are you looking for? You don't have time.
Panacea.
If she's gonna roll a d2, I'm gonna roll a d6, and it's gonna take that many extra rounds to find this thing. 4.
Someone help me hold the door.
Are you going to?
Yes.
It's a good thing, because that's the only thing giving you advantage now, as there is a large bullymong currently attempting to push his way in, and your rage would not counter that. But two
No,
of
it would
you
not.
might.
It would go out now.
Yeah, but two of you might. Roll with advantage.
Yay. Oh, that's fucking great.
What'd you get?
We adding like a strength mod to it or anything?
Oh, I got it. I've already rolled. It's 27.
Fuck me, I rolled 22.
I rolled a 19 on the dime, my man. I had
As you
expertise,
guys
fucking
both
athletics.
dig in.
Leave me alone.
As you both dig in, you're ready to. You're digging in, and you're the fucking bullymong actually starts pounding on the door and pushing. It's like eking in, and you're like feel the claws pushing in just a bit more as your feet start to skid, and it starts to inch open. Schmeat, you hear, Schmeat, you hear the call. You know that call. It just invokes rage and anger, and that call will not win as you just slam into the door with your tiny trunk legs and arms. You're just like digging, and you're both gonna click the door shut. Though the door is starting to warp and malform. Make 2 more checks.
Limited time, make it faster.
2 more checks.
To the
What
one
and
searching
who?
for this.
For
Weirdo.
them, for athletics.
Still advantage?
If you guys are both sticking there.
Yeah, I hope so. Small man, you helping me?
I'm rolling like I rolled last
Helping.
night.
Yeah, not 20.
Okay.
25.
What's your first roll then?
It's okay. I got the same number.
Okay, we'll just count
for
that for the
lower
2 rolls. We can just count that for your 2 checks that you guys had to make. You guys are beating on it, the door's starting to malform. You guys, your hands are starting to sink into the metal because it's hitting the metal in around you as you barely hold on. You bash back and then you slam it back shut, shoving it back out as it tries to get in for a second. Digging in, pushing down. Just a note, Quinn, how the fuck does this something that tiny put out that much fucking leverage and force?
You just have some fur showing at this point, I think.
Oh, you absolutely have fur starting down like the back
I
of your arm.
think in the mind, Rowan is asking that question. Quinn doesn't give a fuck right now.
Quinn, that's fair. Rowan's just down there like, the fuck?
Because Rowan's
But,
the more, how the hell does that work? Quinn's the more,
As
I'm a
you're sitting
fucking kill
there
it.
Is it sitting there bashing on it? Is the door's gonna give? The door's gonna give soon. There's a brief glimpse and flash of something greenish, dark green, like a very malted green. In a yelp of pain from the bullymong before red splatters on the wall, you start hearing shit as the bullymong is ripped out of you, going as it roars in pain down the hallway. And the roar is getting more distant. Hey Bertram, there it is, Panacea, on the box, Project Panacea. There's a file. And running through the file, it gives you a box number. Looking through the box numbers.
Found a box. Nope. This one leads to a different
Not that
box.
not
This
that
is
box,
bullshit.
Not that box. Tossing behind you. Grab it. You have the box. It's literally an injector. You grab it, you flick it open. It's an injector with like 3 vials. Shut the box. You have it, you think.
Okay. I should probably also have exactly what the fuck this is supposed to do. Fold that nicely. Put it into my bag.
Alright, shoving that shit in. Shove it in a bag. I'm gonna say you probably could have just grabbed a bag. We were talking to that guy. He probably handed you a bag for your tools, so you just turn the tools upside down, pour them out, shove them in there. Guys, there's
Okay.
nothing pounding on the door right now. Whatever that was, the hallway emptied. Probably because it was physically dragging a bullymong, which consumed most of the hallway, down it. What are you guys
Right,
doing?
you. What are you doing here?
Trying to find this. I'm assuming that you're not here on vacation.
What gave that fucking impression?
Couple things.
Was it the scars or the orange pants?
Well, it wouldn't be the pants. That's exactly the type of pants someone on vacation would wear.
You're wearing the equivalent of like prison jumpsuit pants, but it's just the pants.
Had to find a thing.
You think you should look for a way out that way, or are you gonna look out for a way out this way? As he points further in the room and then back at the door where the big things were.
Not entirely sure if there's a way out any other way. That way, though, probably has a lot of guns and things that are big. So the other way's the wiser cut. No, it's not at all. The other way's where the silent hunter stalkery things would go. So, we need to go that way, probably hide in the wake of a bigger thing.
You say that as your passive perception lets you notice and look outside, and there's just like fucking coating of blood running down everything in the hallway.
Yes. But that thing is being very, distracting. The other way, if we go there, and it's like a back alley, it's gonna be like a stalker or something that gets someone and drags it into a vent. And that would be bad. So follow the noise.
As you guys get ready to move and head outside, you hear the intercom blare to the life.
God damn it.
And over the intercom, you hear the like so loud, like kind of like really panicky, very panicky voice going, "John, evacuate the building, get out, seal it." Any guards, out, seal. Where is this code talent? Evacuate the building, evacuate the premises. And you step outside, and you see doors start to
Go quick. I know the way.
Make a wisdom check.
No, I know the
Make
way.
a survival
I have the thing that says I know the way.
Oh, you have the Outlander feature?
Yeah.
Are you going back the same way that went through all the
Well, he's using that to correlate the fastest way out.
I want you to make a wisdom check on the fastest way out. You can't get lost,
Well,
but
in
you
that
also went on a
case-
weird roundabout route.
In that case, I'd say make it a survival.
I'll let you make it a survival.
Can I give him advantage?
Probably not.
I am proficient
Not
in
on this
survival.
one, because he's
That's
the only one
fine.
who had a map.
That's
Okay.
fine.
That would make it a 19.
18. If you go the way you're going to go, it's going to take a long way. You go through a lot of corridors. That's where you came from. A lot of potential doors. You do, however, remember seeing a garage bay mentioned.
Yeah, okay. That works.
You also know a couple of other emergency exits, and you know where a loading bay is.
Yeah, but a garage bay possibly gets me a free car.
Exactly. It's fair. Starting that way. You guys start running, booking it. I'd like you guys all to make athletics checks with Constitution for a long haul. Of just, I feel like this is a dead sprint. You're not stopping. There's not any good reason to stop.
Would I still have expertise in athletics, just using my con score?
Yes, because you're still using your skill
Okay.
proficiency for expertise. It's just a different score.
Yay! It's the same number.
Okay.
With advantage or just one roll?
It's just flat roll.
That turns it
Is
into
everybody
a
rolling
17 instead of the 18 that it's supposed to be.
That's okay.
17.
DC 15. You
19.
guys back. And you all just take off down the hallway that Bertram suggested, because follow the creature. That's great. Barreling down the hallway, trying not to get caught up in anything as you see things that I saw of one hallway, guards being torn up, firing down. All of them are making like a retreating fight. Gunfires are going off. Screeching animals are going down. I want all of you to. No, I don't want all of you. What's the order of?
Is there an SMG I can grab? Because I want one, and I haven't been able to find one yet. Just blood-soaked bandit on the ground.
Make a perception check at disadvantage as you haul ass through here.
That's fine. I'm just trying to get shit. That's a 12.
No, there's
Damn it.
no SMG on the way. They mostly seem to have assault rifles.
Big weapons, small corridors. These people were silly.
Well, it
I'm
seems to
gonna
work.
grab.
Stopping power. What's the
I'm gonna
order
grab
of?
one of the assault rifles.
Okay. What is the order of marching here?
I'm bleeding, technically, I guess. I'm also fast as fuck.
You need to make a deck save.
That's fine. I'm still fast as fuck, yo, 19.
19. You get out of the way of most of it. You take 3 explosive damage as you're running down and your just.
Would my shield have recharged by now? I feel like it should have. No? That's about a minute?
No, you were in there. You weren't in there very long.
Okay.
Like I said, you were in there for like four or 5 rounds. 4 rounds for that. So you were in there for less than a minute. But you guys grabbed and ran. On this one, in this case, not quite. Sorry.
Okay.
Grabbing shit, running down the hallways, explosion rocks you. It looks like somebody tried to grenade an animal next to you. And it looks like they got the beast, but they got you in it too, and that fucking sucks. Keep on trying. I need spot 2 and 3.
I'll take 2.
Probably me face because I'm following him.
Okay. I need Schmeat to make a strength save.
Hey, we're proficient.
There you are.
I'm waiting for the day I get to use a charisma save. One day.
It might happen more than you think.
I do.
Yeah, that's right, because you. Yes, thing.
22.
That's
So
what
what
he
you
said.
said? Okay, I wanted to make sure I heard it right because it was very quiet for me. These kids are running down the hallway and he's passed by another one, a bully ball, and just looks over, swipes out, hand sweeps, and goes to grab it, like slam into Schmeat as you just jump hand over, like gorilla launch yourself past it. And over it, and hit the ground hard, rolling and escaping into the run. You guys are breaking down it. You guys are running down, taking a random gunfire. As you guys round another corner, I need all of you to make deck saves, as there's a number of guards firing down the corridor at you as they open fire on animals rounding a different hallway into this.
17.
The same.
17. Alright.
17 as well.
Yes, good.
Yeah!
Synergy.
Well, that means you guys take half damage here, which is probably good. You guys all take 6 damage as you're running down the hall and just bullets are firing down, tearing into skin and shit, but you guys are tough bastards. You can manage.
That's just giving Quinn more control.
You're burying yourself in it. It's great. It's fine.
It's not fine. The more control he has, the longer it takes me to get out of this.
Barreling down the way past them, heading down. You guys are going to be nearing the end of this very soon. Make another survival check. Just keep yourself on task after all the damage and firing.
Are you ready for a misadventure, guys? I couldn't have rolled worse.
Is it a net 1?
What else could it have been?
I don't know. Well, I hear my wish on something. Alright, as you guys running out, running, you're leading. You're looking at the map as you're running. Just like, grab it, look. Yeah, it's just get an idea as you go. You're realizing you made a wrong turn about 200 feet back. You're not going to the garage bay anymore. You don't have that option. That's not a choice now. If you turn around, you see as you look back, gunfire's opening up, more animals are tearing out, things that you're pretty sure are weird hybrid abominations of those animals are tearing out, and now it looks like you see some people out of a different corridor that look fucked up. And there's just a big old clusterfuck behind you of animals and creatures and men and beasts and beastmen and weird shit happening you don't want to be a part of. So forward it is. He's running along. I want the last deck save from Quinn.
Okay. 18.
18, you passed.
14 plus 4.
As a plant lashes out of the vents and around your arm, and it tries to tighten, you slip your hand out and you take 1 slashing damage because they're terrible.
That's why I wanted to avoid the back areas.
You're running and you're getting close to the door. You had to re-navigate. You were going towards the loading bay because it was the next closest area. The door is starting to shuttle. I want you guys to make either an acrobatics or athletics check to try and get at the last second as the door is over halfway closed and you're still like 100 feet off, making a mad dash.
Dice! Feast or famine. Fuck it. I did it.
Did you do the same thing I did?
Feast or famine.
28.
26.
19.
So I don't have a
19.
plus 8.
That is enough as you guys are barreling down. You have to like crouch and like roll under it, Bertram. Quinn, honestly, you have to run, and your best bet is you just hit the deck and power slide under it. You're a tall, big man. Joe, you just run under it. Shmeet, you just run under it. You're fine. You don't know what all that fucking showy shit was about from them. Just your loping pace, just eating the ground. You're in a loading bay? I'm gonna roll what vehicles left. You see a truck.
Let me use my skill.
And
Damn
a
it.
bus. This is loading
Use my
bay
skill.
for this area. This ain't quite for ships yet. You got a truck, a bus, and
Damn
like a weird flatbed U-Haul looking thing.
Listen, I know which one's actually useful here, but Bertram's gonna head for the bus, because if he's inside it, it's more difficult to throw at him.
That's fair.
Jesus fucking Christ, are you kidding me?
Alright, as you guys are loading in, there's behind you. You're running onto the bus. You don't have keys for the bus, but you can attempt to hotwire the bus. Would you like to make an argument for a skill for hotwiring this bus? As you guys all look at, you two probably look at it and see trucks. Because let's be real, trucks seem more reasonable here. And then you watch Bertram immediately haul ass for the transport bus.
Yeah, well, he's our ride currently. I don't know how to drive these things. I go to the bus with him.
You can't reach pedals.
Pounding starts on the doors behind you, by the way, and that door is denting heavy.
Going to get on my insulated gloves. And then...
It's now
Persuade
time
me.
to put on gloves.
Persuade me on a skill that you want to use for this.
Okay. Well, you see, religion is... No.
Lockpicking is my religion.
Some people do worship machines.
No. What do you want to do?
Okay. In a car, much as other things, you could obviously actually make a thing where it's medicine to where things are connected. But let's look at it this way. It's survival. It's pathways. As such, the pathway to get from there to there inside of the electrical console is... Let's see here. The key would be there. How do I bypass the pathways?
I love this image. Roll the survival check.
You're welcome. 13. It's about like someone trying to survival their way into a fucking...
So you guys pile on the bus as Bertram's already like hit the deck hard and it's like no, trying to figure out what to do and it getting underneath, trying to mess with it. You guys file and get in the seats just because it's habit. It's a bus, right? Sitting in the seats watching, like, time's passing. You look over, the door's getting bigger dented. The time's passing, the door's getting a bigger dent. The noise stops. Then to the other side, there's like a bigger, like, sliding door, like a lot of garages have on the inside, and it just was ripped off as a truly titanic T-Rex looking motherfucker pours out. I'm talking like 40 feet tall. Rippling scales and muscles tear through the whole thing. Jaws that look like they could vice grip with such force that even Jaws and the Megalodon be going...
I see none of it.
You see none of it. You guys in the bus do. What are you doing? Because remember, the van is making noises.
The what? What?
The van. The van. Sorry, the bus. I said the van. I was looking at something on my paper. The bus is just making like
It's
that, like engine churning starts noises, like that. It's trying to start, but it's
Okay.
not doing it quite right.
It's turning over.
Yeah, it's turning over. They're right there. What are you doing? Revenge of the T-Rex. I would say Revenge of the T-Rex just busted through another wall, another door.
It doesn't need to stay alive. I'm gonna take one of my daggers, get the not fucking, other part, and I'm gonna use it to try to create the mother of all sparks.
Make them
Connection. Electrical. Go.
If you do survival,
The gods of chance take me. But you want me to roll?
If you do survival, it'd be a disadvantage. If you do, I'm gonna say technology or log picking, it'd be normal.
Well, I don't have those right now, so survival it is with disadvantage.
Because the amazingness is worn off with the first failure.
22.
22. Bertram, you hear the loud noise rip off, and you hear the "oh" from them probably, and you look up and you go,
Just a
"Oh!" right back down. No. Oil fires up. Jump in it, slam the brakes as it's barreling across the garage through vehicles at you.
Slam the gas.
Slam the gas. You had the brakes, put it in the shift gear, fucking shift around, hit the gas, go. Big, do you have land vehicle proficiency?
No one has land vehicle proficiency. That's not a real thing.
It is a real thing.
Outlander gives it.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
Didn't know if it did. So, for the moment, it sounds like
Outlander and Folk Hero give it.
Okay.
I know Folk did. I didn't know. That's what I'm saying. So for the moment, I don't want to go check. We're going with it. Hit the fucking pedal. Make a check. I think it uses. It normally uses wisdom. In this exact panicked moment, I'd let you use dexterity because you're trying to get the fuck out quick.
Okay. So I guess I won't write that down as wisdom yet, and I'll just proficiency plus dex, which is that.
I can put it's a
a
open vehicle one. It doesn't have a good stat.
Then
You
say it's
just
a
kind of assign based
24.
off the moment. That's enough. Tearing out as it starts barreling through, and have you ever wanted to have a T-Rex chase?
No.
Well, I'm sorry to inform you. Today you're getting exactly not your wish. As the T-Rex starts taking off, this just giant T-Rex looking motherfucker starts taking off. Would anybody like to roll in nature?
No.
And see what
I
it
got
is.
that.
Okay.
Oh well, sorry, I lied. Would you like to roll in nature?
To see if you recognize what this is.
No one
Yeah,
cares what it is. It's
there it
big.
Yeah, this leg days lizard is using his long ass stride to fucking eat up the road and tear down after you. I would like you to make a another check. It's running at you and it tries to take a chomp at the end of the van. He's trying to build up speed on this road with a bus, a heavy transport bus that does not accelerate quick.
But it can lose parts of itself,
It can.
which will make it faster. Assuming it's the same
check.
thing, that makes it a 21.
21. You watch as it just and it takes off like the back top quarter, but nothing important as it runs. You start accelerating, and you're starting to actually build up speed and pull away from it. Continue along the road a little bit, dodging, weaving through traffic as you see your shit going off in the background and the sirens blaring, and you hear more sirens blaring coming in. And you start to pull out, you start to gain up, you start to go upwards a bit, getting back up towards the main streets, right? want you to make a dexterity saving throw as you get up to the upper streets, and you look over just in time to see this thing starts running through. Is trying to ram through one of the raised highways that you have up here.
Okay.
It took a different route. It can climb.
I'm focusing on the bus. That's a 10.
Okay, I'm gonna roll his
You
check
want
here.
from me?
I have to roll a 2 or lower for him to fail this. I rolled a 14. You know what? Even or odd, Medina. Even or odd. I just want to see who saw himself. Who's seeing this getting broadsided.
Odd.
Odd. It's odd. You look over in time and you realize, oh shit, Bertram does not see as this giant titanic lizard face just tears through the highway, slamming into the bus and throwing it off of the thing, and just as it rolls. Everybody make a strength or dexterity saving throw. As you were rolling off and coming to a landing in this bus.
18.
That's enough.
If 18's enough, I'm enough. Cause I got 19. What the fuck was that? That's really bad. That sounded really bad.
I got a 20 total.
Oh shit, you're good.
Hey,
All of you just like latch on Bertram. You grab the wheel, the bottom of your seat, doing it. Rowan, you grab the oh shit bar. I mean, Quinn, you grab the oh shit bar in the seat in front of you and just hold yourself in place. Schmeat, you just kind of grab like the bar next to the seat and just wrap all of you around it. And you're stuck in that one spot as you guys come crashing down, landing hard. You just take 1 point of bludgeoning damage each. As you go roughly landing on the ground, as you bounce off this highway as it breaks and slams onto another highway, running, spinning, hitting it off, nose in, hitting another, tipping down onto the ground, finally
It wouldn't have happened to have been a minute, would it?
Oh, it'd been a minute. I'll give you that.
Alright, cool.
Since the last time you took damage, absolutely it would have been a minute.
I mean, I thought so.
You guys are now at a crash car upside down, and you hear a roaring lizard king.
I'm the only one that saw that coming.
trying to ignore it.
Quinn, you were looking at the other side, looking for intruders. I mean, pursuers.
I was more worried about more people chasing after us, not the giant lizard thing. Admittedly, should have been worried about the giant lizard thing. We need to get out of here.
Hey, those footsteps are getting closer.
You alive, driver?
Oh no,
Ow.
the van's upside down. I mean, the bus is upside down. I keep saying van for some reason. Because I thought you'd try to take the van. No, the bus
No,
is
'cause
upside
you
down
would have
right
thrown
now.
the bus at us.
Yeah, that's fine if it's upside down. I understand that, but he was the driver, so he still has driver because I don't know his name.
Oh, I was just saying, for if he thought he was good driver still.
You just hear back,
No,
ow.
I knew that. Good, you're at least alive. Are you at least somewhat capable of being quiet?
That was my response.
What are you guys doing? Footsteps are getting closer. You hear. And then rocks just across the ground.
To try to hide some fucking where, but I can't hide in the bus. I don't know if there's anywhere else to hide.
Well, one of us can.
You mean you don't think its eyesight is movement based?
I'm
What are
not
you guys
going to
doing?
dignify that.
What are you
I
guys
just
doing?
want to be quiet. I want to hide, not in the bus. But I don't know if there's a place for me to hide, not in the bus.
You could potentially slide out of the bus. You are near buildings. It's a big mega city.
I want to try to hide outside the bus.
Okay.
Make a stealth check as you jump out and start moving.
Okay. It looks like someone is leaving the bus as such. For some reason. I believe it to be a good idea to smack the radio button in the bus as loud as it could be, and then later follow them into hiding.
Okay.
Following?
I'll let you do that. Roll for stealth. What about you, Schmeat? What are you doing?
Same thing.
Same thing, run out. All three of you roll your stealth checks.
23.
19. What radio station did I find?
16.
You 16.
Metal.
You're blaring dubstep,
Oh dear.
Ugh.
Whoopstep.
and you hear the of a familiar robot that you hate. There's only exactly one noise they use for that. Only one robot made that track record. But you have heard that record on the radio so many times. Anyways, I heard 19 for one of the stealths. I need to redo that because I got distracted by the radio.
16 for one of the stealths, 23 for another, and then whatever Eric's was.
That was the 19.
Yeah, he was the 19.
'Twas I!
You see it hit hard, stomp on one side of it, of the bus in front of you guys as you're in the alleyway nearby. Pick it up with its jaws and it kind of like ear like loud screeching groan as it just it picks up about half the bus. And you see its nostrils start flaring to try and get an idea. And it starts towards the area you guys are in, towards the alleyway. Getting closer, sniffing. And then here, when something large hits the side of him and rocks it with an explosion. It just like launches, like erupts the head, whips its head, and throws the bus, and it just into the building next to you. And he turns and he starts running at the things that are shooting at him. As you guys see, the police force for this planet seem to have arrived and are opening fire.
You still got a bus thrown at you, it just didn't hit you this time.
Admittedly, I didn't think
I think
about
it's
that
your
part of this
curse.
aspect. I didn't think about that. I just thought about it just like rip its head back and forth as it gets shot. But it runs off towards them. You guys are free to slip off into the night having escaped. Are there any bits you would like to add before we close?
He's
We're getting. This is all I have for the night. You guys do have time for like conversations and interactions if you wish on the way out.
sometime when we don't have to stealth as much, because I don't know where he is technically.
Yeah.
Sometime when we're not doing the stealthy stuff. Right, to you two. Successfully breaking me out, I guess it earned you my name. The name's Quinn. The other one you'll meet soon enough. He'll introduce himself then.
Name's Schmeat.
Shmee.
Schmeat.
That's
What?
That's a weird name, but okay. And you? Person who gave us a perfect way to get the hell out of there?
Hi. Ignore that, and he'll just kind of. There's probably like the name tag that just says Pierre on him somewhere. You just kind of.
Yeah, it's on your key.
Just kind of put that away. And I'll go, I'm Bertram.
Pleasure. Ugh. You know where I can find a good thresher?
Probably off-world, which I'm guessing you want to go to. Because here seems like it'd probably not be great right now. Eh?
That's probably for the best, but I'd really like to feed someone to a thresher.
Well, we'll worry about that later. For now, I still have enough disposable income to where I can grab everybody burgers, and then gotta deal with this thing I actually came out to get.
Burger?
You'll see, it'll be great. And then we'll worry about getting off this rock later.
Does anybody know the
if
name
you
on
could-
his arm yet?
Well, we can see you, we just don't know what it's about. Also, you introduced yourself as Schmeat,
Oh, I
so I'm
know
not
what it's
asking
about.
any questions.
Why did you carve that his name into your arm?
I don't remember.
Well, that sure as hell is a good enough reminder. Believe you me, I want to kill him as much as you do. And it will happen. And I hope we can figure out a way to fixing whatever he fucked you up with.
Schmeat doesn't remember anything,
You're
does he?
watching. What are you attempting to remember? Because as you asked for it, your memories are fragmented and shattered.
Just the name. Trying to
You
put a
remember the
face
name?
against.
Do you remember hair? Or hair, you remember a lab coat? Make a wisdom check.
Alright.
You started to remember the hair in the lab coat. It started fleeting. All you remember is a bit of a white coat right now, and a flash of like a weird yellow. Hello? Okay. You guys are quiet? You guys going to get burgers then?
If you can, to get off world, if you don't have a ship, the other one knows how to pilot those. The other one of me, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds like there's stuff to unpack there, which I'll do later. Okay. Okay.
You'll probably meet him tomorrow. I need rest.
Right.
This is a lot more action than Quinn normally gets.
Yeah, and this, with that much action, it takes a toll.
Yeah, I was just saying. Right, as you guys head off into the rising sun to get your burgers in a feeling that feels vaguely reminiscent of Avengers in the Shawarma shop, we will close for the night.
Excuse me.
Elegant int. Alright, closing statement, if any.
I didn't hit you with
That
the
was
boss.
fun.
No, but you still threw one at him.
It's okay, I'll keep that
I
up.
have made a half pacifist barbarian, and I don't know if that's okay.
Do not do this thing you said.
I have made a pacifist barbarian.
I admit, I'm surprised. I kind of expected that save to fail and you go more violent.
Yeah, I did
Not-
too.
But it happened as it happened.
Okie dokie.
okay,
I
Nick,
knew
when
why
you're
you were
gay.
making me make that save, and feel free to have me make those saves at any time
I
for
planned on
both
sticking
of
in there.
them.
Fine. I planned
And
on sticking
just-
some stuff
it-
in.
It's. I fully expected to fail that, and then it just gives me that fucking. I think it was like a 16 total, so a 14 on the die, and I'm like, oh shit.
So hey, those are the roles we get. It's the game we play. Chance is fun.
Okie dokie. That's it, and we're out. The next probably intro thing will be, I don't know when, with I don't know who. We'll see.
We're just finding spots when we can.
So, goodbye.
Bye.